One talk radio station in Salina, featuring Coffee Talk in the mornings with Sean Hannity and Mark Levin in the afternoons. KINA is your stadium for the world champion Kansas City Chiefs and the home of Southeast of Saline sports. Local news, sports, and talk. KINA, 910 AM and 107.5 FM.
94.5 FM KG Prime is Salina's favorite classic pop hit station. Playing all the songs you love from the 80s and 90s, Prime is the at-work station you listen to all day long. Playing the greatest hits on earth. 94.5 Prime FM.
99 FM KSKG is the #1 station in Salina and Manhattan. Home to Bobby Bones in the morning and afternoons with Shane McClintock. 99 KG delivers the best of today's hot country with concerts, contests, and 40-minute music sweeps every hour. 99 KG is Central Kansas's home for new country.
97.5 FM KJCK is Central Kansas's station for all the hits. The most hit music every hour to get you through your day. Power Hits 97.5 is a highly rated top 40 station playing today's best music, serving Salina with the perfect blend of current hits. All the hits, all the time. Power Hits 97.5.
SalinaPost.com is Salina's #1 news source. Our local news team has their fingers on the pulse of the city, breaking important stories impacting our community. Salina Post is also your home for live streaming local sports. Your 24/7 local news leader, SalinaPost.com.
Eagle Radio Salina is more than just your favorite radio stations. We are your creative partner for the web. We can craft digital marketing plans unique to your needs. Our creative team creates amazing digital ads for the web. We also offer outstanding video production for your website, YouTube, Facebook, Hulu, and more. Let our Eagle team help you soar. Discover the power of today's radio and digital platforms.
Welcome back here to Southeast of Saline High School. Countdown to tip-off brought to you by L&L Advisors. Not open enrollment time, as it is usually at the end of the year, but they are still sitting with doors open, waiting to talk to you about your future financial status, insurance, all kinds of Medicare and Medicaid advice, and such throughout the year. Go contact L&L Advisors if you have questions. I like to go by and ask questions once in a while. Just gives me more knowledge. They have 3 locations, 2 of them in Salina and 1 in downtown McPherson. Tyler Smith, as we get ready for this, it's an NCAA contest between Southeast of Salina and Minneapolis. Minneapolis comes in with that 1 league loss. They lost to Beloit. And then things got a little bit murkier, or maybe more clear for Southeast of Salina through this process, as Beloit lost to Sacred Heart this Tuesday during the week. So now you have NCAA standings where you have Southeast of Salina at 5-0 coming into tonight, Minneapolis at 4-1, Ellsworth at 4-2, Beloit at 4-3, and Sacred Heart at 3-3. It's a big game, regardless if there's another meeting between Minneapolis and Southeast of Saline or not. Southeast can take a commanding lead in league play.
Yeah, they really can, and this is what makes NCAA, action so much fun. We've talked about this in years past. The league was kind of down. The league is definitely not down this year. I mean, there are teams that you're playing against every single night that are going to make absolute runs, when they get into the postseason, state tournament runs, and teams that expect that. And it's so much different when the entire league, the top 4, 6 of the league, 4th, 7th, trying to do the math. There's so many teams that can do a lot of damage in the postseason, and Minneapolis is, target 1 right now. Like, this is the team that can do things. They disrupted things a couple of years ago. For Southeast, they wrecked Southeast 28-game winning streak in the league. Mm-hmm. This team can do things. Coach Brian Weatherman has his girls always ready, and they understand what this game means. I mean, I'll never forget being, on the gym right here at the Purple Palace when they beat Southeast and just watching them celebrate, and you're like, he knows what it means, and those girls knows what it means, and every single game is huge for Minneapolis. And I love the way Coach Brian Weatherman coaches. Like, he makes it rough.
They will be missing 2 players tonight. There is a minor pandemic going around. It reminds me a little bit of 2021 where nobody is safe. It's taking out players. It's taking out broadcasters. It's taking out coaches. It's taking out administration. And tonight, Minneapolis will be short 2 girls out of their starting lineup. But they have great depth. I'm not going to dismiss this Minneapolis team and think this is a give me just because they're missing 2 players. We will talk about that when we come back. Starting lineups and the tip for you when we return to southeast of Saline. We have the start for you coming up right around the corner here on KINA.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825.
Promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship, ideals by taking a personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. And at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hat and place your hand over your heart as Southeast League freshman Esme Rigo sings our national anthem.
Back here just about ready to get things started here. Still owe you starting lineups before the start of this one. Let's first look at the Minneapolis Lady Lions. Under the direction of head coach Brian Weatherman in his 17th season, 301 wins, he will start Riley Robinson, a 5'9" sophomore. Robinson averages 4.5 points per game. Bailey Randall Hurt, a 5'9" sophomore, second on the team in scoring at 12.5 points a game. Josie Schrader, a 5'4" senior, 5.5 points per game. Addison Abel, a 5'6" senior, 1.5 points a game. And Raylan Robinson, a 5'4" senior, 3.5 points per game. Minneapolis will be playing tonight without Brady Weatherman, a senior who averages 8 points a game. She's the team's leader in three-point shooting. She has 20 made three-pointers on the season. They'll also be playing without Macy McClure, another senior, and the leading scorer on this team at 14.1 points per game. For Southeast of Saline, under the direction of Shauna Smith. In her 9th season, 117 wins for Shauna Smith. She will start. Addison Rohr, a 5'7" senior, 2.5 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist per game, along with Abigail Pearson. The 5'7" junior, 10.5 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Sutton Douglas is a 5'7" junior, 6.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, leading the team, and an assist. And a couple of freshmen in the backcourt. Reese Heinrich, a 5'1" freshman, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And Kaya Samuelson, a 5'7" freshman, leading the team in scoring and assists, 11.5 points a game, 2.5 assists, along with 4 rebounds. Tyler Smith, your new image audio, keys to success tonight for the Southeast Trojans.
It's going to be a dogfight tonight, right? Anytime you play Minneapolis, it doesn't matter if they're at full strength or undermanned as they are tonight. It's Brian Weatherman. It's Minneapolis. This rivalry between Weatherman and Reedy.
There you go.
Gosh darn. It's my own wife.
Reedy Smith.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch. Like, these two teams go after it. It's going to be physical. Both teams want to run. They want to do things. The NCAA is going to be, it's going to be decided not just tonight, but it's going to be determined on what these two teams do. And that's what's happened the last couple of years.
Robinson and Samuelson start us out in the center circle. Minneapolis wins the tip. They will start out on offense. Southeast of Saline, man-to-man defense. Southeast of Saline in their home white jerseys trimmed in purple. Minneapolis in their road navy blues, white numerals and lettering, red trim down the sides and across the front. Minneapolis still looking for their first shot of the game. We're 30 seconds in, still working on that offensive end. Southeast playing defense within the perimeter. Minneapolis working it around, again playing without 2 starters tonight. Skip pass over the top of the defense. Now they go inside. Riley Robinson has it. Now a kick back outside. 50 seconds into this possession. Bailey Randall-Hurd has it now. Top of the circle. She'll fire it off to the left. Addison Abel with it. Now back to the right. This almost seems like it's an exhibition in how to run the clock.
Yeah, it really does. And this is kind of what you wanted for Coach Weatherman. I mean, you're -2, you're big dogs. And, what do? You're gonna run the clock. You're going to find an open shot. And I think right now Minneapolis is doing exactly what they want to do. But on the other side, Southeast is doing what they want to do. They're not going to give up easy shots. You're wanting someone to bite at some point. And there you go. Right there, you see a nice drive, and you see a foul on Heinrich.
Here's a drive to the basket by Raylan Robinson. She went baseline, got even with Reese Heinrich. Heinrich's going to reach in and commit the foul. Should be a shooting foul here, and Riley Robinson will go to the free throw line. She is still down slow to get up, but now she finds her way to the charity stripe, and she will be shooting 2. 1 minute and 23 seconds off the clock on that first possession.
And this is why Weatherman's won 300 games. Okay, 301. Okay. There's times you're not at full strength. You can't play the same way you play at all times. And as you said, almost 1.5 minutes off the clock. You can't just go gung-ho when you don't have your guns. So, Coach Weatherman's looking to slow things down.
Southeast, after the made free throws, 2 of them, comes quickly back to the other end now. Their first trip on offense. 6:29 left to go. We're just underway here at Southeast of Saline. This is a makeup game from a game that was scrubbed from a Friday night earlier on in the season. You remember back when Southeast was supposed to play Smoky Valley on that Thursday, then Minneapolis the next day? Well, the weather got bad after the Smoky Valley game, and the Minneapolis game got canceled. Here's Sutton Douglas inside. She's going to miss 2 opportunities after getting an offensive rebound. Minneapolis comes back the other way. We'll see what the temperament and the strategy of the Lady Lions will be on her second trip down the floor. We're already 2 minutes into this game. 2-0, 2 free throws on the board for Minneapolis. Just playing a wide-open motion offense right now. A little pass and screen away action. There's a three-pointer, top of the key. That's lifted up, no good by Addison Abel. Here comes Southeast. Samuelson has it, middle of the floor. Left-handed dribble all the way to the cup. She was being bumped from the free throw line in, and the foul on the floor will go against Minneapolis.
Yeah, unfortunate for Southeast that was on the floor because, again, Kaya is just attacking the basket, doing whatever she can to give herself an opportunity to create that bucket. Really unfortunate for Southeast.
Samuelson will inbound it. Now down low, Duran. Here's Sutton Douglas inside, wide open. Reagan Duran finds Sutton Douglas and ends up getting the 2. 2-2 is our score. What a find that time by Reagan Duran, getting Sutton Douglas the ball on the left side. Here's a steal. Samuelson takes it away. She's going to coast in. Little bit of pressure at the end, but Kaya Samuelson on the steal and the conversion. 4-2. Minneapolis started out with that 2-0 lead, but now Southeast of Saline comes back and takes a 2-0 lead. A little 4-0 run here by Southeast. 5:02 left to go, just about 3 minutes in. The last minute of this quarter has belonged to Southeast. Lady Trojans off and running. Now a holding foul called on the opposite side. This will be against Southeast of Saline, their second team foul. It's going to go against Kaya Samuelson, or Addison Rohr, excuse me. It is Rohr. So Sarah Feldman will check in for the first time. She will replace Rohr. 4-2 Southeast. Minneapolis on the side inbounds. Now running offense. They play it to the right-hand side. Miley McClure has checked into the game. She's a 5'4" sophomore. Bailey Randall-Hurd looking down low. Atlee Smith, a 5'5" junior, has also checked in for the Lions. They go down low to Smith, now back out to Josie Schrader. Schrader fires the ball opposite side. Now a little drive by McClure. She plays it back now to Bailey Randall-Hurt.
God, Southeast is making everything really difficult. Right there, you just saw Samuelson over pursue. You saw a nice shot from Minneapolis. Samuelson very fortunate that 15-footer is not hit. Right there, you see Feldman and Samuelson on the same page.
Reagan Durant sprinting to get to that basketball. She could have given up on that play, but she came from inside the free throw line all the way down to the other free throw line just to tie that up. And she's going to save possession for Southeast of Saline. What a play by Reagan Durant.
Yeah, Devin, if you're only listening on the radio right now, so what just happened right there? Just a poor offensive possession from Southeast. And it's one of those where it looks like if you touch the basketball, it's going to be over and back. Durant just kept pursuing the basketball. Minneapolis touched it, and all of a sudden Durant tied it up. Great hustle play from the sophomore Reagan Durant.
Durant, little pick and roll look here on the left-hand side, trying to loop it back into Addison Rohr, and that one's going to go out of bounds. First turnover for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, that ball ping-ponged a little bit around. It looked like maybe that pass could have been a little bit softer touch, maybe a bounce pass, but right there Rohr just got the last touch. Good job to even have her hands there ready for the pass, but just look to make that a little bit secure or swing it out on the other side.
3:35 left to go here. Opening quarter, 4-2. Southeast of Saline leading. Minneapolis playing very methodical, using a lot of time on offense when Southeast allows them. Now Reagan Durant will not allow them. A steal by Durant. She's going to go in on the left-hand side and score. Reagan Durant with her first bucket of the game.
And Devin, you called this out earlier. It's Durant's length. She's not tall, but she's got. I don't want to make this like a body image thing. But like her arms are super long. She used all of them right there. Great steal.
Well, and she has a burst too, right? When she decides to make a move, she gets there quickly. It's not, I'm going to think about getting out in the passing lane.
No.
I'm already through the passing lane going to the other end.
And we talk about this all the time. Durant used that right hand on that left side. She used that right hand to deflect. That means that left hand was still there. She was able to capture the basketball and go. Great finish from Durant.
Inside 3 minutes left to go. First quarter, 6-2. Southeast of Saline here. Still running. They're on a 6-0 run after Minneapolis started out with the first two of the game. Douglas has the center of the floor. She'll swing it left now through Durant to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich is bumped along the baseline. Basketball will go out of bounds, and it will stay here with Southeast of Saline. They'll have a chance to run some baseline offense here on the inbounds.
And this is not ideal for Coach Weatherman to, be without two of his starters and his two stars, right? But I think at times, and if it wasn't a game like this, you kind of like to see how everybody else plays. And right now, Minneapolis is answering the call. Like, they're down 6-2. There's not a lot of offense, but defensively, they're doing a lot of great things.
Durant off the inbounds. Missed the three on the right-hand side. Minneapolis brings it back the other way. 2:30 left to go here, first quarter.
And this is where you see McClure and Weatherman being missed out. They're so good offensively. They've been dynamic. There was a lot of steps. Great finish, regardless.
Bailey Randall-Hurt inside, came down from the left-hand side of the lane, crossed over, got to the right-hand side. As you said, it looked like she got away with a little bit of a shuffle.
But what a finish. I mean, she had her feet ready. I mean, she did a good job, got the finish.
6-4 now the score. That'll stop a 6-0 run. 2:08 left to go.
Hey, that's just good basketball. Anytime you catch your basketball up top, take those steps, absorb some contact, great finish. Basketball back to Minneapolis.
Bailey Randall-Hurt trying to go back to back. She hits a three-pointer off the board. That's good. 5 straight points now, and Minneapolis back out in front by 1. Samuelson trying to go baseline. She's bumped there, and a foul will be called on Minneapolis. It'll be their second team foul.
Yeah, and Robinson right there. Looked like she had good position, just maybe not the feet set. But that's one thing Kaya does. Kaya just doesn't slow down. Kaya absorbs that contact, gets a foul called, and Riley Robinson, her first.
Now Southeast of Saline has the inbounds attempt poked out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Lady Trojans as they will try now to inbound from the other side of the basket. Heinrich will be the inbounder. She has Douglas, Rohr, Samuelson, Pearson on the floor. Here's Reese Heinrich off the inbounds. Little pitch back, and she's going to spot up and hit that one. What a beauty that was. by Reese Heinrich on the inbounds.
It was. We've seen Reese have so much success from the three-point line, so much success off offensive rebounds. Right there, that mid-range jump shot, which we talk about all the time. You got to love it. Great set shot, great finish from Heinrich.
Back inside, Bailey Randall Hurt, her two-pointer up and good. She took a power dribble, went to the rim, and scored on the right-hand side. Minneapolis back out in front, 9-8.
Yeah, and between her and Sutton Douglas right now, it's all about position. If you get position early, you're going to be fine offensively. If you don't establish a position, you're just giving it up. Sutton will be better. She'll figure that out.
Speaking of, Sutton Douglas on the left-hand side goes up to score, and she is fouled. She will go to the free throw line after taking the foul from Bailey Randall Hurt.
Yeah, Randall Hurt right there. Again, she got lost in transition. She didn't have good position, and she put her hands up after the foul call, but you could see it. They were up there. Her and Douglas. It's going to be a fun battle to watch. They're both very powerful players, very athletic. They're going to do a lot of fun things, tonight.
Sutton Douglas makes the first free throw. 3 points for her. Remember, she had that feed from Reagan Duran early on in this game for Southeast of Saline's first basket. Second free throw will miss. We are tied at 9. Closing minute of the first quarter. Minneapolis with the basketball. Now they have it up top of the circle. Swing it right. Lob pass inside. Samuelson comes over and helps side defense. Ball springs free off the miss. Pearson with it. Here comes Abba Pearson leading a 4-on-3 break. Abigail all the way to the rim, tries to turn, gets into a double team. Now plays it safely to Addison Rohr. Ball springs around now. Samuelson along the baseline right side. Back through Heinrich. Abba Pearson now will pull the trigger from 3 and she'll splash it home. Abba Pearson, she has only touched the ball offensively 3 times in this quarter. That time she made the defender flinch and then put it up.
Well, and Devin, not a forced shot. Like, you're exactly right. Like, she knew exactly what she's doing right there. What a great finish. Great finish from Minneapolis. Again, that's Randall Hurt. Just establishing position, feels the contact from Sutton, goes up. But going back to the offensive side from Abigail Pearson, I mean, she's not forcing. That's what I love the most about this. Like, she's letting it come in the flow. It's a game. It's 4 quarters. It's not just all right now. I just see that the first free throw at the end, one opportunity made. But I like it when Abba lets the game come to her, and she'll attack when she needs to.
Clock down to 8. Southeast has the last say here in the first quarter, trying to break a 12-12 tie. Samuelson takes a dribble to her left, lets the 3 fly. It won't go, and that'll be the end of the first period. We are drawing even at the end of 1. Southeast of Saline 12, Minneapolis 12. You're listening to Lady Trojan Basketball on KINA and watching live stream video free of charge on SalinaPost.com. It's presented tonight by Kansas Wesleyan University.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation as the hardest working balers in the business to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Dead even at 12 as we start second quarter action. Welcome back to Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney, also Tyler Smith, Chris Cadle producing and engineering. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brian Dennett providing the video action here this evening, brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan. Minneapolis starts out with the basketball. They go inside. That ball's going to be tipped away. Pearson with the strip and then the recovery. Abba Pearson has created the 4th turnover for Minneapolis.
Yeah, Pearson, great steal, and then just calmly gives the ball to Samuelson and Douglas. What a great transition play. And that's what we see Southeast, that's when they're at their best. That's when transition game is going, and that's got to be a point of emphasis after the first quarter.
Tempo picking up. Southeast of Saline gets another stop. They're off and running back to the offensive end again. That last play, Kaya Samuelson.
Dabba.
Three-pointer by Pearson. They left her alone, top of the circle, and she put it away. A 5-point lead now for Southeast.
God, that's starting to become such a huge part of Abba's game. We've often talked about, what she could do in the inside and the outside, but when she doesn't take, right there you see Sutton and Addison Rohr just fighting for an offensive rebound together. They're going to call Douglas out of bounds. But when you see Abba set everything up, we can see it from this angle. When everything's in rhythm, it's a thing of beauty. I mean, it's a warm butter through knife, beautiful shot, 2 for 2 from the three-point line.
Yeah, she just came down the floor that time after starting the break and was able to get it right back and take her time knocking that one down. The previous play, it was Kaya Samuelson finding Sutton Douglas on the opposite side of the floor. There's Bailey Randall Hurd inside. She ends up with a loose ball from Minneapolis, puts it up at the basket, cannot get it to go, and it comes off into the hands once again of Pearson. Abba floats off to the right, now fires back left. Heinrich. Reagan Duran wants a three. That's off the mark, no good. Heinrich in there, though, tipping the rebound. Now Duran gets it back and puts it in off the window. Reagan Duran crossed the floor that time, went from left side to right side, got her own rebound, stuck it back in, and all of a sudden, the Southeast of Salina lead is 7. We'll step away, 30-second timeout, 19-12, Lady Trojan Basketball here on KINA.
You're telling me your driver can turn you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
6:27 remains here in the second quarter. Welcome back to Southeast of Salina. Makeup game here tonight. A little Thursday night basketball, huh?
Yeah, love it. And on that finish right there from Duran, we see Duran hits, as you see, a nice postage. Duran's going to be called for the foul. Give us a little bit of second to compliment her on the offensive side. Duran, we see her hit a lot of set threes. We don't see her do a lot inside the three-point line. I love the unstructured two-point shot that she just made right there. It was off her own three. The ball was deflected around. She goes back and she gets it. It's those shots that are so difficult to teach. I don't think kids work on that anymore. They go shoot threes, they go do layups. But what a great finish from Duran. It's that 15 unstructured, foot shot that's so difficult for players these days, and Duran just made a big one.
Allie Smith at the free throw line makes her first free throw. Second one on the way, also good. Minneapolis so far in this game, they're 5 of 5 from the free throw line. 6:12 left to go, second quarter. That trims the Southeast lead back down to 5 after they had their biggest lead of the game. And now Reagan Duran double dribbles with the basketball, turns it over. That's the second turnover for Southeast of Saline in this first half.
Yeah, and Duran saw Samuelson coming off that screen. She wanted to go with the pass and then kind of held up. Great call from the officials. Definitely a double dribble call.
19-14, Southeast back on the defensive end now, as they have gone to a zone look defensively between quarters. Lob pass way out up high to Josie Schrader. She'll fire it off to the left to Miley McClure. Now back top of the circle to Raylan Robinson. She will leave it off for Josie Schrader. Three-pointer, top of the key, is good from Miley McClure.
Yeah, and if you're a Minneapolis fan or if you followed us, the McClure name is a big name in Minneapolis, and McClure's just hammer open shots. Great wide open three from Macy McClure.
Little 5-0 run here by the Lions from Minneapolis. Samuelson, jab step to the inside, drives to the baseline side. Her floater at the rim won't go in. Here comes Minneapolis back the other way. A chance to tie, maybe even go ahead. Loose ball on the floor. Two players diving after it, and they go out of bounds on the baseline. And they're going to say the Southeast player went out of bounds first. It will stay with Minneapolis. That's a polite way of saying I don't want to go to the other end right now.
And Devin, that's twice we've seen Reagan Duran involved in just hustle plays that unfortunately have stayed with Minneapolis. But Reagan Duran on the floor, going to get that basketball. Got to love to see that if you're a Trojan fan.
Addison Abel into the game. She returns.
And Devin, I have to apologize. I said Mason McClure earlier. I'm so used to saying that. It was Miley McClure with the three.
Here's Bailey Randall Hurt with a three. That's no good. Offensive rebound is long. Back out towards half court. Minneapolis will keep it. Inside 5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Minneapolis on offense, working behind two. Here's a kick out. Randall Hurt with a three. She gets another one. First one went off the backboard and was questionable. This one pure right through the middle of the net.
Tell you what, Randall Hurt's fun to watch, right? She can beat you from a lot of different angles, and right there you saw her three-point shot go in. But here's what you look. Baseline drive from Abigail Pearson draws the defensive foul in Minneapolis. They thought they were setting up for the charge. It's going to be a block. That's what Pearson's game is so good at. She's so good in the inside, so good in the outside. And then all of a sudden, if you're going to drive at her, if you're going to come at her defensively, she's going to take you to the hole.
Raylan Robinson there to try to collect the charge. It was called a block, and that's her second foul. Pearson at the free throw line. That one's going to trickle off no good. She will get a second look. So far, 2 long-distance shots, 2 threes for Abba Pearson here in this game. 20-19, Minneapolis leads it by 1. Pearson trying to tie it up. She does. 20-20 is our score.
And Devin, it's still interesting to see. We haven't seen any full court pressure, from Southeast. I wonder if that's one of those things you're going to wait till the second half. So if you throw it out in the first half, you can talk about it at halftime. I'll be interested to see what happens in the second half. They're going to pull that full court pressure out.
Shot up off the back of the rim by Minnie. Sutton Douglas will take the rebound for Southeast of Saline. She'll play it in the middle of the floor now. Reagan Duran. Sarah Feldman on the left-hand side. Beautiful left-handed bounce pass inside to Sutton Douglas. Douglas, though, took a turn and she lost her angle at the board. Comes away empty. Approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter. 4:02 left to go.
Yeah, Addison Abel did a good job defensively for Minneapolis. She stayed straight up, stayed strong. She absorbed that contact from Douglas and just made it a really difficult opportunity for Sutton.
Minneapolis pulls it out, and they're just dribbling it away right now.
This will be fun. I love this chess game. I love this. This will be one of those videos that you show on, Sports in Kansas. You're like, do we need a shot clock? No, go play defense. That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, again, that's the second time Bailey Randall Hurt has done that. She hasn't been called for traveling either time. Here's Pearson inside. Sutton Douglas wide open, scores 2. Then Abba pumps her fist and yells at Sutton Douglas back down the floor.
Like, Abba knows the game, right? Like, she knows what Minneapolis is trying to do. And so she's going to push the basketball up. Great catch from Douglas. We talk about her hands all the time. Great catch, great finish. Great job from the 2 juniors.
Here's a shot put up in the lane. Air ball. Pearson with it. Organizing the break. Middle of the floor. She's looking towards the rim. Now goes to Feldman for a 3. Left-hand side. Off the backboard and in.
Hey.
Sarah Feldman saw Minneapolis 3 going off the glass, and she evened things up with one there for Southeast.
Hey, we talk about so many times when we see an angle of a shot going in. That angle didn't look like it was going in, but Sarah Feldman using the bank. Great shot from Feldman because it counts for 3.
Timeout, Minneapolis. It's a 30-second timeout. A 5-0 run by Southeast of Saline. 2:42 left to go before halftime. It's Lady Trojan Basketball from the Equity Bank broadcast booth at Southeast of Saline.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, a little 5-0 run here for the Trojans as Southeast has taken the lead 25-20 after everything was knotted up at 20. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith back here in the Equity Bank broadcast booth as we watch these 2 teams going at it here. They sit atop the NCAA league standings. Here's a drive on the left-hand side, a little mini bump here on Samuelson. And for Kaya, that's not much of a foul, and that will be her first foul.
Yeah, unfortunate Colin Samuelson. I didn't see a lot of contact there. Nevertheless, going to color with the body. Good defense from Samuelson.
Southeast, I feel like I say this about every game. They have 5 team fouls here in the first half. 5 different players have a foul. They don't let them pile up individually. Here's a turnaround in the middle and another foul called inside. This will result in free throws for Minneapolis.
And right there is Riley Robinson. I think she did a really good job. She felt that contact. She goes straight up, and that's one of those where Roar's saying she was straight up. Roar was not. It was with the body. Good call from the officials. But, we often talk about the post players from Southeast, how good they feel that contact and they go up. Robinson did a good job there, just feeling that contact, go straight up. gets the foul called and roar.
Robinson made the first free throw. She's 3 of 3 from the line. Does not have a field goal yet. Fourth free throw pending. And she got that one as well. Minneapolis remains perfect from the free throw line in this game. As a team, they are 7 of 7. 2:20 left to go here before halftime. Reese Heinrich in the corner, wide open, three-pointer on the way, rims out no good. Sutton Douglas inside with the rebound. Ball on the floor. Douglas will pitch it to Heinrich. Reese now to the rim. She plays it back out to Pearson. Pearson at a defense that's out of shape, and a hand check foul will be called on the Lions.
And Devin, again, it's Pearson's vision to see that defense is out of shape. Exactly what you said. She knew that people were out of place, so she continued to attack. Nobody came in, got a reaching foul in right there, but that play continues. It's a wide open layup for Abba Pearson.
Addison Abel gets the foul, her first. Heinrich trying to force it into Douglas. It got bounced out. Now Heinrich will pick it up, play it to Reagan Duran. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Minneapolis. Here come the Lions running up the right-hand sideline. Now they'll cross over, get back to the middle. Josie Schrader had it. Now to the low block, Riley Robinson. Her shot misses badly. Back the other way comes Southeast. 25-22, Lady Trojans of Southeast leading it by 3. Duran top of the key, now to the right, Heinrich. Heinrich with a ball fake. Now she's stuck, wants to get it to Samuelson. She's not available. Now down low to Sutton Douglas, and she'll throw it out looking for Samuelson. It goes out of bounds in front of the Minneapolis bench. Turnover Southeast.
And Devin, we saw a couple times in that possession where it looked like offensive players for Southeast could have panicked, and then all of a sudden they didn't. Ball goes into Sutton. Looks like she panicked a little bit. You don't have to make that pass to the perimeter. Just secure the basketball, get yourself up, do what you can do, power dribble, and go be stronger than everybody else.
Open shooter left-hand side for Minneapolis. That three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Pearson had the rebound, then it squirts free. Samuelson will pick it up. 1:07 left to go. Kaya trying to go from half court down low to Sutton Douglas, and it goes off Sutton's fingers and out of bounds.
Yeah, very optimistic pass from Samuelson to Douglas. I mean, it's a very low, percentage rate that pass is going to get completed. We've seen it happen quite a few times this year, but that's a tough catch and grab for Samuelson, or for Douglas.
Just the first time tonight, Southeast has had back-to-back turnovers, and Minneapolis will give it right back to them on a pass that went off a shoe and out of bounds for the Lions. Inside a minute left to go, 56 seconds left to play here in the first half. Keep it tuned right here at halftime. We'll go over stats from the first half. Also have a conversation with Francis Flax about the Southeast of Saline boys and what they have on tap for tonight. I have a feeling he's going to say more defense, right? Here's Pearson splitting a double team. Gets to the right-hand side of the goal, but missed the shot. Bailey Randall-Hurd had the basketball. She fell down, but pitches it to a teammate. 32 seconds left to play in the half. Southeast still leading it by 3. It's been a long time since either one of these teams have scored a field goal. Here's a steal now, Kaya Samuelson. It's a foot race to the other end. Kaya on the right side makes the layup and was scored. Addison Abel was running with her. Samuelson goes soaring in, and the foul on Abel. And Samuelson able to get the free throw, or the layup to go in.
And Minneapolis is so good keeping Samuelson quiet, but you can't keep her quiet when she's, creating her own shots right there. Just did a great job with the steal. She just goes, she's like, I'm a better athlete. I'm faster than everybody else out here on the court. Great finish from the freshman, Kaya Samuelson.
28-22 now. Southeast playing defense. Here's a high, long pass to the other side. Deflected by Durant. Here comes Samuelson. It's a 2-on-2 break. Samuelson stops, pops off the backboard. That's no good. And the rebound taken in down low by Josie Schrader, and a foul called on Southeast, I believe. Nope, we're staying here.
So the snapshot with that, and this is something that Kaya's got to grow with. So right there we saw her come to a jump stop. She's got to go off one foot and just absorb that contact and continue on. It's a great play. Far more physically gifted than either one of us, but it's easy for us to say, but she's got to plant that left foot and go up strong and get herself to the free throw line.
2 seconds on the clock. They pitch it back to Heinrich. Her shot misses, and that will be the end of the second quarter. Good quarter for Southeast of Saline, as they will take a 6-point lead into the locker room here and talk about it here at the intermission. This game was tied 20-20. And at that point, Southeast of Saline outscored Minneapolis 8-2 to go into the locker room. We come back, numbers from the first half, also a conversation with Francis Flax about Southeast of Saline boys basketball. It's all coming up when we come back on the Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Southeast of Saline leads at halftime of the girls game, 28-22 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, halftime, 28-22. Southeast finishing the quarter on a strong note. This game was tied at 20-20. They outscored Minneapolis 8-2 down the stretch to go into the locker room, leading by a half a dozen. Time now to look forward to game number 2 of our doubleheader. It'll be Southeast of Saline's boys against Minneapolis. Francis Flax joins us now here at the break. It's brought to you by Frisbee Construction. And, Coach, a big win for you on Tuesday, back on your home floor for the first time in quite some time. 68-50. You get the win against the Republic County Buffaloes. And this was a game you had a 33-point lead in the third quarter, and then what kind of went through the fourth quarter here. And Republic County, one thing, I've said this about their girls, I'll say it about their boys. They have gone through coaches a lot up there, but the current version of Republic County, first to talk about them before we talk about you, they are playing much better. It's no longer a give me, and it's not helter-skelter kind of alley ball anymore.
Right.
For lack of, you get something out of it, right?
You're exactly right. Allen's going to get this thing turned around.
Yeah.
You know he will.
Yeah, 68-50, your final score here. What'd you like most about this game? You told me defense was kind of the calling card of the week. Not necessarily pressing and getting all over the place, but definitely some full-court man. How'd you feel about that?
Well, I think it paid off. I mean, they scored a couple buckets early, and then we went on a pretty good run, and most of that was because of defense.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope we can establish to open up every game down the stretch.
You were able to win the turnover battle unofficially 21-7 as you were able to force them into 14 first-half turnovers on your way to leading at the intermission 41-20. Owen Bailey got out to a great start for you in this game. He ends up with 24 points through 3 quarters, did not score in the fourth quarter, and boy, he caught fire in the second, didn't he? 3 3-pointers. He had a total of 13 points in that second quarter. We talked about Owen after the game. His game continues to evolve. He continues to do more things in his game, and that was fun to watch him play like that on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was, and when he shoots it in rhythm and when it's in the confines of the offense, he's darn good. We stress almost every day, well, probably every day, if we reverse the ball, get a post touch, and then kick it to the outside, our three-point percentage is really good, regardless if it's Owen or who it is. But if you just come down in one pass and jacket, sometimes that doesn't set very well in a lot of ways.
When you say that, it seems like such a simple thing, right, where you have to get a touch inside. How difficult is it sometimes to get the message across to the guys that even though we don't intend to have a scoring play on the inside, we still need to get the ball inside, right?
Yeah, it's a tough deal, especially if you're a shooter.
Yeah.
Because if you touch the ball and nobody's on you, your first intuition is to shoot it. I like to tell them to, hey, fake a shot, get some penetration, make something happen, give it to somebody else.
Practice yesterday, preparation for the games not only tonight but also tomorrow against Ellsworth. How'd your day go yesterday?
Well, it went good. We're missing one of our starters tonight. Adam Teal is out. He's been out for 2 days with some kind of stuff that's going around like everybody else has. And, we're going to work around that. Minneapolis much improved, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They're not a gimme either. So we're going to have to be very, very cohesive unit on defense against this group, because they have one guy that's going to handle the ball 70% of the time. He's going to make things happen. Everything runs through him, and we just have to not foul and keep him contained.
First-year head coach Ryan Mortimer has the Lions on the upper incline. As you said, they got a big victory Tuesday against Lions. What do you want to see most from your guys tonight in this game?
Well, I just want to see us share the basketball, play hard defense, hard-nosed defense, play together. And, if you do those things and don't turn it over very much, you got a good chance to win.
I like it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thank you.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight taking on Minneapolis. Halftime of the girls' game. Southeast of Saline leading by 6. 2-minute timeout. Back with more on the halftime report, brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories.
With record-breaking enrollment, great new facilities, and top-notch activities, Kansas Wesleyan's the place to be. Whether you want to study nursing, elementary education, criminal justice, or social work, our academic programs will open doors for your future, all while you participate in activities like music, theater, or athletics. Learn more about why KWU's the place to be by visiting kwu.edu. That's kwu.edu.
Trojan fans, it takes fuel to win the day. When you're following our team to show that purple pride, fill your tank with gas and diesel as you're coming or going at our 24/7 pumps. And be sure to stop to get the energy you need with a hot cup of New England coffee or cocoa. Or grab a slice of your favorite Hunt Brothers pizza and snacks. Assyria Oil and Hardware is proud to support the Southeast of Saline community. Located at the corner of Center and Main in Assyria. We'll fill you up.
Attention deer hunters and land managers. Join Phillips Seed Wildlife for the Whitetail Management Summit on March 1st in Oswego, Kansas. Hear from Don Higgins of the Chasing Giants podcast, nationally recognized deer veterinarian Dr. Clifford Shipley, and Wes Delks, Whitetail Land Management Consultant. Elevate your whitetail management game. To register, Google Whitetail Summit 2025 or call 785-949-2204. That's 949-2204. Reserve your spot today. Spaces are limited.
Suit up for your next Southeast of Saline game day with Trojan gear from Copyco. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more available off the rack or customized. At Copyco, they offer all the printing and custom apparel you need at the prices and fast turnaround you've come to expect over the last 30 years as your local hometown print shop. Whether you're a diehard Trojan fan, a coach planning the next big event, or a business looking to sponsor the team, they've got everything you need to show your Southeast of Saline spirit. Copyco, more than just a copy center, a proud sponsor of Southeast of Saline.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here on halftime, the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Devin Haney, Tyler Smith, Thursday night basketball. Southeast of Saline leading at Minneapolis. Halftime of the girls' game, 28-22. Let's go over scoring, brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. Abigail Pearson, along with Sutton Douglas leading the way with 7 each. 5 for Kaya Samuelson, 4 for Reagan Duran, 3 for Sarah Feldman, and 2 for Reese Heinrich. Minneapolis right now, Bailey Randall Hurt with a baker's dozen, 13, 4 out of Riley Robinson, 3 for Miley McClure, and 3 for Atlee Smith. 2 for her. Free throw shooting so far, Southeast of Saline is 3 out of 5. Minneapolis, perfect, 7 out of 7. Minneapolis has 6 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 4. A nice finish to that second quarter, Tyler. For Southeast of Saline, they went on an 8-2 run, took a 6-point lead into the third quarter. What do you want to see here in the second half from the Lady Trojans?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. The big scores have been quiet. Minneapolis did a great job. They're controlling the pace right now. Minneapolis is staying in this basketball game. Coach Weatherman is keeping the pace how he likes it. I want to see Southeast get out and run. To get out and run, you got to control the rebounds. You got to get rebounds. You got to get out and go. You got to make open shots, continue to make this thing difficult. Don't worry about the outside shot. Attack the rim. Let's see what we can do tonight.
Abba Pearson fell down as she was coming out of a break from down on the block. Then the ball was tapped out of bounds by Minneapolis defensively by Addison Abel. It'll stay here with Southeast of Saline as they start the third quarter with the basketball. 28-22, Lady Trojans leading. This game very big as far as being atop the NCAA standings. Right now, that is the sole position of Southeast. Here's a steal and a takeaway. Back to the other end. Raylan Robinson has it. She's going to dump it off for a shot that is up and good for Riley Robinson. And a three-point opportunity coming up for Riley Robinson after she made the lay-in and was fouled.
You think they've done that a couple times in their day right there? You see Rayleigh with a great steal on the defensive side, just drives that bucket. I don't know how many times I've already worked with on my kindergarten team right there. Great jump stop, great entry pass, great finish from her sister.
Free throw misses. 28-24. Foul that time on Abba Pearson, her first. Abigail has it now. Sutton Douglas. Now to Samuelson. Kaya looking for space. Leaves it out in the corner. Pearson for three.
This is becoming an issue, right? Like, you can't leave her open. I mean, we saw it again. Everything's in rhythm. Body's there. Great baseline three from Abigail Pearson.
3 threes on the evening so far for Abba. She has put Southeast of Saline up by 7 for the second time in this game. Their biggest lead has been 9. And now a bump foul called underneath along the baseline. It'll be Reese Heinrich, her second foul.
Yeah, Raylan Robinson did a good job just attacking the baseline right there. She saw that she had Heinrich in a bad position. Heinrich was guarding that perimeter. She just drives the baseline. Fantastic job from Robinson to attack.
First free throw up and good. That's the first point of the game for Raylan Robinson. Second foul on Reese Heinrich. Second team foul here early for Southeast of Saline. Robinson makes both the free throws. So Raylan Robinson, 2 at the free throw line. Early substitution here for Minneapolis. They will bring in Addison Doring as they go bigger on the inside.
Well, Devin, one thing that keeps you out of your transition game is just scoring, right? Scoring, getting rebounds, and not letting Southeast run. And right now, that's exactly what Coach Weatherman's getting from his Lions squad.
Here's a backdoor cut. Wow. Samuelson, and Heinrich drops it on a dime. Reese Heinrich with the assist. Samuelson with the 2.
Yeah, Samuelson's just really strong right there. Great pass from Heinrich. Kind of finds that back door. Great cuts. Fantastic finish from the freshman.
Three-pointer from Minneapolis. Wow. Splashes home. Josie Schrader with a 3.
Yeah, and you saw defense over pursue. Schrader just stepped right into that. That's a big-time shot from Schrader.
I mean, you go from a 7-point deficit to a 4-point deficit, right? I mean, that's a big, big 3.
And again, when you see things a little bit awkward, right there, Abigail Pearson just noticed something. She knows the defense is a little bit displaced. She attacks. She has a little spin move. She gets the foul committed on Minneapolis.
Addison Doring with the foul there for Minneapolis. Their first team foul the second half. Reese Heinrich for 3 off the inbounds, off the back of the rim. Bounces twice. It won't go down. Sutton Douglas knocks it out of bounds, and it will go to Minneapolis. So the Lions get it back here, trailing by 4, 6:12 left to go here in the third quarter. Glad you could join us here on a Thursday night. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Back here in the same gym, Southeast of Saline taking on Ellsworth tomorrow in league play.
God, and what another fun matchup. I mean, you get Minneapolis and Ellsworth back-to-back. I mean, this is the NCAA. It's getting strong. It's getting fun every night for us.
There's a sweep from right wing all the way across to the free throw line and a shot put up. That's no good from Josie Schrader, but the official said she was fouled. Now she will go to the free throw line. 3 consecutive trips for Minneapolis where they have called a foul on Southeast.
Yeah, and much like we saw Pearson attack an unstructured defense as that first free throw goes in, Schrader did the exact same thing. She saw a couple people were out of place. That's such a key in all basketball, especially girls basketball. I think sometimes in girls basketball, you just kind of, you attack the outside, you attack the perimeter. But if you can see when a defense is displaced and you can go to the bucket and you're strong right there, like J.C. Schrader was, as she buries both free throws, you can be super successful. Great job from the senior.
5 straight points for Josie Schrader brings us now back to a 2-point game. It's a 5-0 run for Schrader and Minneapolis, as they have shaved a 7-point lead down to just 2. Reagan Duran has it on the left-hand side. She'll pitch it now into the hands of Samuelson. Big crossover there by Kaya Samuelson. Spin move in the paint. Might have gotten fouled. No call. Sutton Douglas, though, grabs the loose ball. Now out to Reese Heinrich. They'll swing it around. Ends up in the corner to Reagan Duran. Big bounce pass down low to Douglas. Turnaround shot. Won't go. Came off the backside of the rim, then off the backboard into the hands of Bailey Randall Hurt. 5:25 left to go, third quarter. Randall Hurd has the top of the key. Ball above her head, looking to the right, now looking left. She'll unload it. Gets it to Miley McClure. Now down low for a sweeping shot that is up and good. Atlee Smith, her first field goal, and we are tied at 33.
Yeah, great finish from Atlee Smith right there. Like, she had Pearson just in her back pocket. Pearson did a good job not committing a foul. She was still, playing good defense.
Samuelson
I'll send it to you.
With a three. Kaya spotted up on the left-hand side and drilled the shot close to the baseline.
And that continues to be the theme tonight. Whenever we see Minneapolis do something well, Southeast just answers back with something bigger.
Bailey Randall-Hurt has a shot, won't go, gets her own rebound, back to the rim. That one won't go. Rebound out of bounds off Sutton Douglas. Sutton's getting her lay hands on a lot of rebounds tonight. She's just unable to finish it and bring it in. That's about the second or third one that's gone out of bounds.
Well, Devin, I'll tell you what, Randall Hurt's fun to watch. I mean, she'll extend you offensively. She'll attack on the board. She's doing a lot of things. Randall Hurt's keeping Minneapolis in this basketball game with everything she's doing, despite, she's scoring a lot as well. But everything she's doing, the dirty side, you got to love if you're Coach Brian Weatherman.
Here's a shot fake. Now a shot put up. That is no good from Josie Schrader. Southeast of Saline with the rebound. Bailey Randall-Hurt went out of the game here. As Coach Weatherman takes her out for a break, we'll see what happens with the scoring spread, see if that affects it at all. Right now it doesn't. Minneapolis takes away a Southeast of Saline turnover. Turnover number 1 of the half. Lady Lions have it back. Here's a shot hard at the backboard. That won't go down, but getting her own rebound is Addison Abel, and now Southeast pulls it away. Reese Heinrich in the middle of the floor. Now she is mugged. Minneapolis pulls it away. And a foul will be called here on Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, so much contact both ways. I like the officiating right there. Like, Reese just rips the ball away, and then Reese gets taken away. What I love to see right there, Josie Schrader. Reese Heinrich goes to the floor. Schrader pulls her up. Like, this is what I love about playing Minneapolis. These girls play each other all the time. They play each other in junior high summer leagues. They play each other in high school summer leagues. They play each other in all kinds of different sports. There's a respect from both teams. You saw right there from Schrader to Heinrich.
Bailey Randall-Hurt is back into the game, and she is with a traveling call.
And it was Pearson right there who established defensive position, who leads the team in charges taken. Right there was their defensive position. That it's as good as a charge, right? It isn't without getting the foul committed. On Minneapolis, she had the defensive position established, creates the turnover.
Abba with a quick trigger on a three. That's no good. Now the ball out of bounds, and it will go back to Minneapolis off the long rebound that time. Each team with 2 turnovers here in the second half. Southeast in a little bit of foul trouble here. Reese Heinrich and Addison Rohr, both on the bench. Both of them have 3 fouls. So that's something that Shauna Smith and the coaching staff will have to monitor.
And Devin, at some point I'm thinking, when are we going to go to the press? Like, we know that they're kind of guard weak right now, with the sickness bug that's going around. You want to see the athletes be athletes, and at some point you got to go to that if you're Shauna Smith.
Bailey Randall-Hurt for 3 along the baseline. That's no good. Reagan Duran up near the net to get that rebound. Here comes Samuelson. High pick from Abba Pearson. Samuelson now to the left of Feldman. Reagan Duran has it. She'll drive into the perimeter. Now back to Pearson. Abba's going to stop. She missed Sutton Douglas on the backside, but she was fouled. And the free throws coming up after the foul on Riley Robinson.
And a great job from Abba there, right there. She draws the defense out, with the perimeter presence that she's had tonight. The defense just flies out, ball fake. She goes, I think Abba's disappointed herself. She didn't hit Sutton on a wide open layup, but nevertheless, she gets the foul committed on Minneapolis. She goes to the free throw line.
Pearson with 10. First free throw misses. Second one here coming up. 2 team fouls for Minneapolis. 3:11 left to go here in the third. Second foul shot after the deep end is up and good. 11 points now for Abba Pearson. She's in double digits for Southeast of Saline. Little half-court 1-3-1 this time, again for Southeast of Saline. Bailey Randall-Hurt will take the 3, and she will airmail it out of bounds on the air ball, go back to Southeast.
And, Devin, this is what that constant pressure does. We haven't talked about the full-court pressure because that hasn't been there yet, but you continue to battle somebody. A lot of times we see, players have a lot of success offensively in the first half because we're fresh, right? Everything's going well. We've seen Randall-Hurt just battle every single possession. You continue to make her battle. All of a sudden, that wide open 20-footer isn't as easy as it was in the first half.
Feldman has it left-hand side for Southeast of Saline. Now to Reagan Duran. Duran tried to get it quickly to Samuelson. Bounces off Kaya Samuelson's hand out of bounds, and it will go back to Minneapolis. So the two teams exchanging turnovers there. That's the third for Southeast.
Yeah, and that's another, what you would see is an unforced turnover because Minneapolis never takes the pressure off. They make every entry pass, every single, pass extremely difficult. Their defense never stops. Every pass and completion is difficult. Good turnover, which looks, like it was, the defense didn't have anything to do with it, but it's their constant pressure that's been applied that created that.
2:23 left to go. Defensive pressure here for Southeast of Saline. Minneapolis having to deal with it on their offensive end. Here's a ball fake by Schrader. She's going to get in the lane, and a foul called that will send Schrader to the free throw line. Josie Schrader, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe here in this quarter. She will get a chance to go back and shoot more. Foul that time on Sutton Douglas is her second.
And it's one of these things we talk about every single time we play Minneapolis. It's like mirror images of each other, right? Like they know what they can do. If they have the open shot, they're going to take it, but they're going to attack when they see an unstructured defense. And right there is just a great job from Schrader to do that. Again, talked about this before. She saw that the defense was out of whack. She attacks the rim, got herself to the free throw line.
Both free throws good. She's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 points here in this third quarter for Josie Schrader.
Yeah.
And Southeast of Saline turns it over again. Back-to-back turnovers here for the Lady Trojans, who has had their lead now trimmed down to 2 once again, 37-35. 2:11 left to play in the third.
Yeah, just kind of a sloppy pass. Too long of a pass right there. It looked like Feldman was cutting in when Samuelson thought she was cutting out. That's a turnover you can't have happen right now if you're Southeast. You got to secure the basketball.
Raylan Robinson with us. She'll fire off to the left. Miley McClure. Now they go in the paint to Riley Robinson. Back out here to Josie Schrader. She'll come across the free throw line. Jump shot up, no good. Now a rebounding foul will be called on Abba Pearson. Boy, that's a nickel and dimer on Abba.
It was, but Pearson's first thing after the whistle was blown, she looks at her team right there and she said, we got to block out. Like, Pearson got called for that foul because defensively she was on the outside. There was two players on the inside that could have gotten a rebound. Nobody got a body on Robinson, and Pearson just kind of frustrated with her team right there, and it's good leadership right there to let them know, like, hey, we got to block out. We can't give them easy rebounds.
Riley Robinson to the free throw line. This is her 4th trip to the line. She misses the first one. She is now 4 of 6. She'll get another crack at it here. Southeast is beyond the limit in fouls here in this third quarter. This free throw barely hits the front of the rim, and it goes right back to the shooter, Riley Robinson. Here's Schrader for a 3. That crawls out, no good. Another rebound inside. And finally, Sutton Douglas cleans it up for Southeast. Lady Trojans of Southeast dodged a bullet there. Here comes Pearson up the floor. 90 seconds left to go in the third. Southeast clinging to a 2-point lead. Pearson down along the baseline, directing traffic, wants Feldman to come out. Now Douglas will take her place. Now Feldman has it, top of the circle, now to Pearson, 3-pointer right side,
again.
Good. Abba just moving the pieces of the chessboard where she wants them to be, and then taking advantage of what she's created.
And Devin, not only was the 3 huge, but it was before that when she had the ball, there was no panic. She kind of, like you said, she moved everybody around. She knew what she was doing. Great finish from the leader, Abigail Pearson.
3 ball from Raylan Robinson won't go. Pearson with the rebound. Inside of a minute left to play, third quarter. 40-35. Reagan Duran on the left wing. Now to Feldman, top of the circle. A little bobble there by Feldman, but she gets it back with no harm. Now to the right, Pearson. Pearson looking at it, sweeps it across her forehead, and now a hand check foul committed against Reagan Duran. It goes on Miley McClure. That is her first, and Minneapolis had a couple of fouls to give here late in the quarter. That'll just be team foul number 3.
And Devin, it's every time that it feels like things are getting a little bit loose, Abba just gets the basketball, controls everything, and just goes to work. I mean, Abigail Pearson right now is just controlling this game.
Samuelson has it off the inbound. She brings it back to the near side. Pearson. Reagan Duran wants to drive, and she is hammered along the baseline. Reagan was able to beat her defender to the baseline, got to the cup, and then she is fouled hard by Miley McClure. So 2 quick fouls there on McClure. Reagan Duran will step to the free throw line.
And Devin, we haven't seen a lot of three-point shots from Southeast tonight, like less than we normally see. And I think that's, again, from the leadership. It's as that first free throw goes in, they've seen what Pearson's done. Pearson, yes, is 3 for I think 3 for 3 for the three-point line. I mean, she's hitting everything 3 for 4, but she's also attacking the rim.
She's made for it.
That's what happens. Goodness gracious. But, it's contagious, right? You watch Abba attack as well, and that's what you do. And that's what Reagan did right there. She got herself to the free throw line.
Reagan made the first, missed the second, and then Southeast got the rebound. Beautiful situation here for Southeast. Closing of the third quarter, 16 seconds. They have a 6-point lead. Pearson calls a play, taps her nose with a right index finger. Now plays it left to Durant. Over to Sutton Douglas. Now back to Pearson. Clock down to 6. Pearson slings it back. And a foul will be called on Minneapolis. Durant was putting the 3 up. And a foul called here against Miley McClure. And in the matter of about 45 seconds, Miley McClure has accumulated 3 personal fouls. And she has put Reagan Duran at the free throw line. Actually, it's Sutton Douglas. She ran through the screen of Sutton Douglas. Duran was shooting, bigger pardon. So Sutton Douglas now gets to go to the line for 2.
And credit Coach Brian Weatherman and his Minneapolis Lions. Understand, they know the play. Like, they know exactly what's going on right there. But Sutton Douglas just dug her heels in right there as she makes the first free throw. Dug her heels and stood her ground. She had McClure just run right through her. Great job from Douglas. Yeah, it's a foul. It's greatly scouted by Coach Weatherman and his Lions, but it benefits Southeast right now.
1 of 2 at the free throw line. Here's Minneapolis on the run out. Clock down to 2, clock down to 1, and a chuck at the basket from half court. Well defended there by Southeast, and Southeast, despite being tied up in this third quarter, they go on a run to end the third. 42-35 our score. Southeast of Saline Trojan Basketball presented tonight by Kansas Wesleyan University.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Once tied up in the third quarter at 33 all, Southeast of Saline. It goes on a 9-2 run to end the quarter. They take a 42-35 lead into the fourth. Back here in the Equity Bank broadcast booth from Southeast of Saline, Devin Haney, Tyler Smith. Live stream video of these contests being presented tonight by Kansas Wesleyan University. Just go to SalinaPost.com. Here's a three-pointer by Raylan Robinson, and she will knock it home. Her first field goal of the game. That with 2 free throws gives her 5. Inside, though, quickly, Southeast to Sutton Douglas. That one won't go down, but Addison Rohr comes streaking through, gets the rebound, and now a dual possession that will stay with Southeast.
Yeah, on that Minneapolis 3, just some miscommunication from Southeast. We saw them both, trade off on the screen, and then all of a sudden you had a wide open shooter. You can't do that. You got to talk. You got to understand where everybody's going. You can't give wide open threes when you got a lead. You got to play with a lead.
Heinrich for 3 off the inbounds. That one rattles off the rim. Addison Rohr, Sutton Douglas with a dual rebound. Same team. Rohr will pull it out after Douglas yielded way. Now Sutton has it on the left wing. Sutton wants to drive baseline. Backs down 2 Lions. Boy, she's got to kick it out there. She was double teamed. Somebody's got to be open, right? Simple math.
Yeah, like that aggression from Douglas. She's on the left side where she's comfortable. You're exactly right. Just great defense from Minneapolis. Pop that ball out, see what the offense can do when you have defense out of shape.
42-38, 1 minute into this fourth quarter. Southeast with the lead. They'll kick it over to the left-hand side. Raylan Robinson wants to drive, gets in the paint, shot up, and it's good. Raylan Robinson has scored the first 5 points of this fourth quarter, and Minneapolis will not go away. Even though they are a depleted team tonight, down 2 players, they are hanging around in this one. They have tied the game several times, but they haven't led since way back early on in the second quarter. Here's Heinrich. coming off a handoff from Pearson, and there it is again. You said it earlier, Tyler. Every time this Minneapolis team gets close and can sniff a lead, Southeast drills a three.
Yeah, and sometimes you hate to see that as a coach because nothing was going well for you offensively. Like, you want to work the ball around, and all of a sudden Pearson just kind of orchestrates something, gets a screen. Heinrich buries a big three.
Now a traveling violation will be called here against Minneapolis. That'll give Southeast of Saline the ball back. 45-40. I mean, Heinrich came off that simple handoff by Pearson, cool as a cucumber, and just buried it from the baseline.
Well, and that's something we continue to see from Heinrich, from Samuelson. Like, it doesn't matter what the score is, how they've been shooting. They have no memory, which you have to have if you're a freshman. Zero memory. Just keep going, keep shooting, keep stroking.
Pearson now, top of the key, and why not? When you already have four in your pocket, your fifth one should go off the window, and that's what Abigail Pearson did right there. 5:59 left to go. We're a minute into the fourth and a full timeout called by Minneapolis. 48-40. Southeast leads it by 8 here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
For over 30 years, Ryan Roofing has been the area's leader in commercial roofing installation. Over 10 million square feet of Duralast roofing. Now, Ryan Roofing is expanding their expertise to the residential properties to better serve you and your home. Shingles, windows, siding, and gutters. Call Ryan Roofing in Salina today for a free roof assessment and get the expert advice you need. Ryan Roofing, serving commercial businesses in the area for over 30 years and now working for you on your residential property.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
5:56 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 48-40. Southeast of Saline has built their biggest lead of the second half. Inside Minneapolis, out of the timeout. Bailey Randall hurt. Her shot is up, no good. Reagan Duran with the rebound down low. Here comes Southeast back the other way.
And it's kind of Duran time, isn't it? We talk about Duran. Fourth quarter, she just comes to life.
Here's Heinrich dancing on the left wing. Had a defender with her. Had to get rid of the ball. Pearson's going to get it off the tip, and then she is fouled by Minneapolis, Atlee Smith. Smith reaches in, gets her first foul. It'll be team foul number 1 on Minneapolis. First foul is fourth quarter for either team.
And Devin, it's such a small thing, but right there, Pearson meeting the pass, created that foul. We've never once said Pearson's game is pretty, and I don't mean that anything bad against Pearson, but she deserved that banked in 3 earlier, didn't she? I mean, she deserves everything she gets. She plays so gosh darn hard, and oh my goodness, that was pretty.
Look at the bounce.
Take away everything I just said. Holy moly.
Pearson finds Reagan Duran down low. That was a small window to get that thing through. Might have been one of those old crank-out windows like at your grandma's house. She still got it through the window to Reagan Duran.
What Pearson's done in the last couple weeks, we talked about this 12-game stretch, or 9-game stretch. I'm not very good at math. We talked about my vocabulary earlier as well, last game. But gosh darn, Pearson in the last 9 games has been – she's setting her tone. And right there, it's the defense right there. It's a 3-second call in Minneapolis. You see the defense flying, but she's making sure that she is all over McClure. And McClure's called for the 3-second call, but that's all established. It starts on Robinson. Robinson, 3-second call, not a foul, the violation. But it's because when Pearson's around you, something's going to come to you. Pearson is doing it on both ends of the court, as she always has. Gosh, she's starting to flourish.
Biggest lead of the game for Southeast of Saline. They're up double digits, 50-40. Still a lot of basketball left to go, though. We're not putting this one away. 4:43 left to play here in the fourth. Heinrich up top, gets a pick from Addison Rohr. Pearson, right-hand side, gets some distance, fades away, knocks it home. 19 points for Abigail Pearson.
And hasn't forced anything. She hasn't forced any pass. She hasn't forced any dribble. Hasn't forced any drive. She caused that turnover right there again. What Abigail Pearson is doing right now, 19 in the scorebook, but what she's doing on the other side of the floor is just as impressive.
Yeah, she is definitely in the zone right now. Both ends of the floor. We've talked so much tonight about her offense and her scoring. We don't want to dismiss her defense and rebounding.
No, and it's also how she's orchestrating the offense when other players are scoring. We talked about the 3 that Heinrich had. It was all orchestrated from Pearson. I mean, she's taking control tonight.
Heinrich has it, top of the circle. She'll let one fly. That one's going to be short. Roar, along with Bailey Randall-Hurst, sitting there shoulder to shoulder. They'll watch it go out of bounds, and it's back to Minneapolis as we approach the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. 4:05 left to play.
Well, immediately after that shot, Heinrich looks at Coach Smith, and Smith's like, we don't need that shot. That's not the shot we want right now. Maybe later on in possession, not right now.
Reese has 5 in this game, does have a three-pointer early on in this quarter. Remember, that's back when the game was close. Here's a three-pointer put up by Minneapolis. Miley McClure gets her second one.
They won't go away. Like, they just continue. Like a gnat. Minneapolis just stays in this game.
Right now, time on the side of Southeast of Saline. They have a 9-point lead, 3:32 left to go. Also have the basketball. Samuelson with it. Little jab step. Now gets a couple of dribbles to the left. Goes to Pearson. Shauna Smith will call a timeout and set up strategy for the last 3:24. We'll keep it right here and remind you, Southeast of Saline's Booster Club helps bring you live action of student activities to showcase that purple power. It is always a great day to be a Trojan. Also, Southeast of Saline activities brought to you by Sage Products. When you're here in the Purple Palace, you see Sage products in the bathrooms and the hallways, from ceiling to floor, from wall to wall. You can have those same products in your home or office. Just simply go to sageselects.com. 52-43 our score. It's been a kind of an entertaining game. Of course, we realize Minneapolis is depleted tonight with a couple of people out sick, but man, this game has been good. Southeast just keeps trying to pull away. Minneapolis reels them right back in, and it's been that way all night long. Remember, Southeast had a 9-point lead back midway through the first quarter. We were tied at the end of one.
Yeah, Minneapolis doesn't go away. And that's what we've seen years past. The last 4 times these teams have played, the point margin is 7. It's +7 for Southeast. They're 3-1 in the last 4 games, but only with a +7 margin. Every single game these two teams play is going to be close, and it's a great sign of well-coached teams.
3:16 left to go, 52-43. Southeast of Saline out of the timeout. Let's see what Shauna Smith's message was here to the Lady Trojans. Looks like it's going to be making the clock your friend. Again, this Southeast team and Minneapolis will turn around. They will play tomorrow. This is a makeup game here. Samuelson stepping through. Might have gotten the shot deflected a little bit. That ball came out funny on the shot. But regardless, it will be a turnover. Minneapolis will have it back, and Southeast of Saline will call a 30-second timeout.
If we're going to stay here, I don't know how that shot wasn't looked at as being deflected. That was great defense from Randall-Hurst. I love the step through from Samuelson. Again, it's one of those things. Establish the pivot feet, establish good jump stop, then took that extra step. Love that. Love that when young players understand they still have that step after that. Great defense from Randall-Hurst. I don't agree with the call from the officials, but they thought that Samuelson, the shot was not deflected.
Nobody in jeopardy of a bonus situation. We've only had one foul called here in this fourth quarter. That one against Minneapolis. Southeast has none. The arrow, if there's a dual possession, is in favor of Minneapolis right now. Both teams both coaches have more than one timeout, so not a problem there either. Just really, when I tell you all that, it's the case of Southeast just putting this away right now. Again. Reagan Duran takes it away.
And Devin, after Duran's steal, what she did right there, what I love to see, is she didn't panic. Like, just everything slowed down, and she passed the ball to Samuelson and let the offense go.
Pearson in a hornet's nest. Lost the dribble, gets it back. Now she's going to go to the goal.
She might go dunk it right now.
Turn around and play it back to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich now staring a defender in the face. She's going to come back left to Pearson. Pearson with it up top near the logo. She gets a big screen up high from Addison Rohr once and twice. Pearson again. Back to Addison Rohr. Rohr back to Pearson. 2:12 left to go.
And Devin, we joke about this all the time. Like, when's Shauna Smith going to get a transfer in, or a foreign exchange student who's 6'8", or maybe just 6 foot, or maybe somebody over 5'10". But you talk about that, but she continues to build her strength on perimeter play, and right there you see it. If you have a lead, you have a lot of players that can handle the basketball. They can do things. You're going to run offense exactly like Southeast is doing right now. You're going to make them defend you, and you're going to make them commit fouls.
There's Heinrich with it. A screener runs through Abba Pearson, or
Pearson
a screen E, I guess you should say. And the foul on Addison Abel is her third.
Pearson's playing like she has a bug in her ear with Coach Shauna Smith just telling her what to do. Like, she is an extended coach on the court right now. Planted her feet, set that screen. She knew exactly what was coming. cannot say enough about what Pearson's doing tonight.
Into the backcourt, Addison Rohr is going to be fouled by Bailey Randall-Hurt. That'll be the second one on her. And Minneapolis has pushed their foul total now to 4. Next one will be free throws for Southeast of Saline. There's still 2:04 left here in this quarter. Way back into the backcourt, Reagan Duran goes to Abba Pearson. Pearson running away from a defender now, is left unattended. Defender trying to catch up. It's Riley Robinson. She tried to foul her twice, was unsuccessful both times. Clock down to 1:51. Now to Reagan Duran. Duran wants to turn the corner. Goes right down Broadway. Layup almost went in. She is fouled, though, and she will go to the stripe and shoot 2.
Yeah, I think when you attack in situations like this, like, don't fall asleep offensively. Attack when you can. Going to the basket right now for Reagan Duran is one of the things that she can always work on. We know how dangerous she is from the perimeter, but just attack Reagan Duran, as she did right there, draws the foul, misses the first. One of her strengths is the free throw line, but if she continues to attack when she has open spaces, gosh, just adds another level to the Southeast offense.
McClure gets the foul. It's her 4th, and now a full timeout called by head coach Brian Weatherman. Duran still has a free throw pending when we come back, but it's a full timeout. 1:47 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Southeast of Saline with a 9-point lead. It's presented by Kansas Wesleyan University.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi, fans. It's Winnell Garrettson from Salina Homes. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play. And in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Out of the timeout, Reagan Duran makes the second of her 2 free throw attempts. 8 points in the game for Reagan. That's after a 6-point night on Tuesday against Republic County. Back to a 10-point Southeast of Saline lead. 53-43, 1:40 left to go. Minneapolis trailing with the basketball. Trying to work it out to Josie Schrader. She had a hot hand in the third quarter, has 7 points. All of them scored in the third quarter. Minneapolis right now acting like they did when they started the game. Can't find a shot, or not even looking for a shot. Now Reagan Duran with a steal and more free throws coming up for Miss Reagan.
Yeah, again, Duran's length right there. I mean, you saw a nice entry pass. It looked like Josie Schrader. Like, she had all establishment to the basketball right there, but it's just Duran that comes around with the proper hand. That outside hand did a good job. The left hand was still there if it needed to be there. She didn't need it. Great steal from Duran.
Free throws up and good. The foul on Josie Schrader is her 3rd. An 11-point Southeast lead. Second free throw on the way. Reagan got that one as well, and she has equaled Southeast of Saline's biggest lead of the night at 12. 55-43. Sutton Douglas comes out into the game. Addison Rohr. It's a 12-point lead for the Lady Trojans. 10 points here in this game for Reagan Duran. There's a leaning shot that's put up. That's no good. Bailey Randall-Hurt outduels Addison Rohr for the rebound.
Wow.
She'll score, and she is fouled. I will also tell you the key of Southeast of Saline's double-digit lead right now. That's the first points of the second half for Bailey Randall-Hurt.
Randall-Hurt just destroyed Southeast in the first half. They've done such a good job just locking her down in the second half. Gosh, she's going to be a problem for years to come. Only a sophomore, as you see the free throw hit. I mean, she's extremely athletic for a Bailey listed at 5'10". I don't want to stand next to her because I don't want to be 5'10". I think I'm taller than that, but she is tall and she is athletic.
1:04 left to go. 3-point play completed by Bailey Randall-Hurt. Abba Pearson back with the ball in her hands as we go inside of a minute left to play. Pearson hands it off to Duran. Duran to Reese Heinrich. Heinrich back to Pearson. Those three dribble weaving up top. Now Addison Rohr gets involved as a screener. Pearson gets away. She's grabbed, and she will step to the line. 47 seconds left to play.
And again, here's the issue when you're playing against Southeast. Without a big, everybody can handle the basketball. Everybody look comfortable right there. You have Addison Rowe right there who can also handle the basketball if she needs to. She's just setting screens left and right. Everybody's going. The ball's weaving in and out. You have a lot of confidence and a lot of these free throw shooters. And again, we talk about the one flaw of Southeast that we've seen so far this season. Throw out the first two losses. First, the loss after Heston and the loss after Hillsborough, it was free throws that killed him. Every single free throw from this point on has got to be made. You've got to really value these free throw opportunities.
First one missed for Pearson, second one made, and she has tied a career high with 20 points. Minneapolis back down on offense. Running out of time here, 35 seconds now. A foul on Southeast. That will send Josie Schrader to the free throw line. Schrader in this game, 4 of 4 from the line.
And it's almost like Duran can't help herself. She sees a ball that fourth quarter basketball, she's going to get her hands on it right there. Duran's called for the foul. No, actually, they're calling the Samuelson. But, it's Duran just comes to help. Duran's kind of looking at Kaya saying, I'm sorry. Thought that foul was on me. Kind of look at each other.
Missed the first free throw. 56-46 remains the score. And missed the second. So made her first 4, but now 0 for 2 on this trip. And Reagan Duran comes out with the basketball, and she will go back to the free throw line. You said it earlier on. It's Reagan Duran time in the fourth quarter, and here she is, right?
It is. It's just the dirty things that she just continues to flourish. And let's talk about her cross-country career. I mean, that Reagan Duran is a cross-country star. It's kind of like the endurance helps out maybe every once in a while. Maybe participate in sports, all 3 seasons in the state of Kansas. Do things that she misses the first free throw, but her motor does not stop.
Missed the first one, second one on the way. That one splashes through.
And Devin, I think one point that needs to be made right now with a 9-point lead, and we know that Minneapolis is undermanned, gender. But Minneapolis plays Minneapolis basketball. However, this is a huge, huge win for Southeast. And it's been ugly. Like, it hasn't been pretty, but you still scored 57 points. You're playing your brand of basketball. It doesn't matter how wins come. Just keep stacking them up.
Yeah, nobody's going to feel sorry for Southeast about winning this game because you still have to go there. You might be down 2 people, the way that exactly Ick is going around. So you're not going to feel bad about any of these circumstances. When you get a W, you get a W, and that's what Southeast did here in this game. 57-46, our final score. Southeast of Saline defends their home court for the second time this week. They now move to 11-3 overall. They are 6-0 in league play. Southeast of Saline defeats Minneapolis 57-46. Now Minneapolis 9-3 overall. They are 4-2 in the NCAA. When we come back, we will have postgame for you. We'll go over final numbers. We'll have a Vernon Jewelers gem of the game, and we'll talk about it and wrap it up after a 57-46 Lady Trojan victory. Postgame starts now, and it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Hi, this is Angela Gephardt from the Bank of Tuscan, and I'm still cheering on SES Trojans. Just like a great basketball team, we're here to assist, pass, and score big with you with our lineup of winning banking products. Whether you're looking to save with our traditional high-yield savings account, earn with Kasasa-free checkings, or secure your future with competitive loan options, we've got the tools to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Stop by one of our branches or visit Bank of Tuscan to learn more. The Bank of Tuscan, member FDIC.
Visit Suburban Appliance Center in Salina to see the Whirlpool washer with 2 ways to wash, thanks to the 2-in-1 removable agitator. With a flexible capacity, you can take the agitator out for bulky loads or keep it in for items like jeans. Shop now at Suburban Appliance Center and get twice the washer you have at home. Suburban Appliance Center in Salina, located at 1900 South 9th Street, or check them out at suburbanappliancecenter.com.
Happy New Year to you and your family from Vernon Jewelers. 2025 is the start to our 141st year in business. Looking back, we have had the pleasure of serving a lot of special people and making great memories. Even better, we look forward to seeing our current customers as well as many new faces in the new year. Remember, we're not old, we're just really good at what we do. Look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Vernon Jewelers, where it's little things that matter since 1884.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Trojan fans, it takes fuel to win the day. When you're following our team to show that purple pride, fill your tank with gas and diesel as you're coming or going at our 24/7 pumps. And be sure to stop to get the energy you need with a hot cup of New England coffee or cocoa. Or grab a slice of your favorite Hunt Brothers pizza and snacks. Assyria Oil and Hardware is proud to support the southeast of Saline community. Located at the corner of Center and Main in Assyria. We'll fill you up.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here postgame brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers after a 57-46 Southeast of Saline Trojan victory. Now, Tyler, when you look at the updated league standings after this game, Southeast of Saline is 6-0, Minneapolis is 4-2, Ellsworth 4-2, Beloit 4-3, Sacred Heart 3-3, Republic County and Lyons bringing up the tail end after Southeast takes care of business here against Minneapolis. Next game will be tomorrow for Southeast. What do you think about this one? Obviously, Abbott Pearson was very, very good.
Well, Devin, I think you said it right there. It's taking care of business. Not a pretty game, right? I mean, by no means would you know, is this game going to be hung in the Naismith Hall of Fame? Like, you're not going to like it. You still scored 57 points. You had so many people contribute. I think maybe the defense was better than I thought it was, you know, during the game. But you come away with a big-time league win, all right? It's a team that's snipped at your heels, the team that's always kind of been that bugaboo that you're always trying to get through. You handle them game one. You handle them at your own place. This is what you got to do in league games. And we talk about this stretch. It's 3 weeks, 3 games each week. Right now, Southeast is 7-1 in that stretch. A huge one tomorrow against Ellsworth, right back here at the Purple Palace. Continue to stack these. I mean, and this is kind of like what leads you into the postseason. You know, we always talk about pre-Christmas basketball and post-Christmas basketball. And I think right now, if you're Southeast Saline, you're kind of liking where you're at. You're starting to find your roles, starting to do things. We saw a lot of contribution from a lot of players.
Final scoring for you as we check the final numbers, brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. Abbott Pearson tonight with 20, 11 for Reagan Duran. That's very unofficial. I'll have to confirm that. 10 points for Kaya Samuelson. How quiet were those 10 points? You look at me funny at the end of the third quarter, and you're like, Kaya's kind of, you know, offensively, and I went, well, she has 10 points, and you looked at me like I fell off my chair.
Yeah, and that's what Kaya can do defensively as well, because it was sort of defense that led to easy buckets offensively. I think we're so used to Kaya just exploding for, you know, a couple of threes here and there. I don't think Kaya hit a 3 tonight, you know, and she didn't take a lot of threes, and I think that's one thing that kind of led to the Southeast success. They didn't force a lot of threes as a team. Kaya didn't rely on the 3. Nobody else relied on the 3. They just continued. It was defense, and it was Abba with timely threes, and it was just a great team performance tonight. But holy moly, Abigail Pearson she took control of the reins. I mean, she was the star of the show. She did everything she could. She was the defensive coach out there. She was the offensive coach out there. Everything ran through Abba tonight. What a great performance from the junior.
So 20 for Abba, 11 for Reagan Duran, 10 for Kaya Samuelson, 8 for Sutton Douglas. Those were kind of quiet points tonight, too. Reese Heinrich with 5, Sarah Feldman with 3 for Minneapolis, 18 for Bailey Randall Hurt, also 7 for Raylan Robinson and Josie Schrader, 6 each for Riley Robinson and Miley McClure, and 4 points tonight for Atlee Smith. Free throw shooting, pretty good on both sides. Southeast of Saline, 12 of 21. Minneapolis, 14 of 19. Again, though, turnovers very, very efficient for Southeast. They had 8 turnovers against Republic County Tuesday. They have 8 turnovers again here tonight. 14 turnovers for Minneapolis. 57-46, our final score. Southeast of Saline goes to 11-3 overall, 6-0 in league play. Minneapolis, 9-3 overall, 4-2 in league play after a 57-46 victory for the Lady Trojans and head coach Shauna Smith. Our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game tonight, honorable mention definitely goes to Reagan Duran. Abba Pearson, though, the junior, was sensational. We talked all game long about how she controlled both ends of the floor. She ties a career high with 20 points. Abba Pearson tonight, our Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. As we will step away now, we'll take a big break. When we come back, we'll turn the corner, get you ready for Southeast Trojan basketball. It's the Trojans and the Lions, and it's coming up next here on KINA.
Get your tickets now for Kansas Wesleyan's Night with the Yotes, set for February 21st in Mabee Arena. The evening features a great meal and tremendous live and silent auction items, and proceeds benefit numerous activities on campus, including music and athletics. Learn more or get your tickets today at kwu.edu/NWTY25. That's kwu.edu/NWTY25.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
During the winter months, we all rack up a lot of miles, especially following the SES basketball and wrestling teams. Isaacson Truckline is a proud supporter of the Southeast Trojans and wants to remind everyone to be safe on the roads this season. For local and long-haul service of freight and livestock, call Isaacson Truckline.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top-quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
When crop and weather conditions are just right, you need to bale as much as you can, as fast as you can, all while putting up the highest quality product possible. Case IH round balers have the reputation as the hardest working balers in the business to consistently build dense bales with square shoulders that don't sag. No matter the crop or field condition, bale more with Case IH round balers. With easier maintenance and serviceability, you'll spend more time where it counts. In the field, baling hay. Ready to build a better bale? Contact Can Equip in Solomon.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of two types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help you with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and in the Central Mall, Salina, and downtown McPherson. Based on honesty and trust, contact L&L Advisors today.
Mary Maids in Salina offers house cleaning services you can see and feel. Your home is more than just a house. It's where memories are made and moments are cherished. Though life can be complicated, house cleaning shouldn't be. Mary Maids strives to take the stress out of your day so you can live your life your way. With more than 40 years experience and an advanced time-tested cleaning process, they can help you reclaim time with your loved ones. Find Mary Maids on Facebook or check out their website at marymaids.com.
For over 30 years, Ryan Roofing has been the area's leader in commercial roofing installation. Over 10 million square feet of Durolast roofing. Now, Ryan Roofing is expanding their expertise to the residential properties to better serve you and your home. Shingles, windows, siding, and gutters. Call Ryan Roofing in Salina today for a free roof assessment and get the expert advice you need. Ryan Roofing, serving commercial businesses in the area for over 30 years and now working for you on your residential property.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan Sports Program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Welcome back into Southeast of Saline High School. Devin Haney along with Noah Helgett. He'll join me on the broadcast tonight for the guys game, Southeast of Saline against the Minneapolis Lions. When you look at the NCAA standings coming in to this evening's game, Sacred Heart took sole possession of first place in the NCAA with a victory over Beloit as they went head-to-head on Tuesday. Sacred Heart now 6-0 in league play. They are still undefeated, now a perfect 11-0. Beloit 6-1 now in league play. They're 9-4 overall. Southeast of Saline right there still battling for third. They're 3-2, and Minneapolis comes in at 3-3. Overall records: Southeast 6-7, Minneapolis at 4-8. And Noah, both these teams coming in off of a win. Southeast of Saline defeated Republic County on Tuesday. Minneapolis got a big win over Lions. These two teams both looking to go upwards as the season ends here, improve their sub-state standings, and big win, especially the Minneapolis win against Lions on Tuesday.
Yeah, Devin, it's definitely going to be a good game here tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring, a real fast-paced game here. As you said, they're tied for third or pretty close to third there. So it's going to be an important game for both teams. And we'll see how it goes.
You talk about scoring. We're going to have two of the main guns in the NCAA going at it. Sacred Heart is such a well-rounded team. Beloit is too. When you look at two guys that can just flat fill it up, Owen Just for Minneapolis, Gannon Jacobson for Southeast of Saline, they're both right around 20 points a game, and they can go off for 30 on any given night.
Yes, for sure. And I think either Jacobson or Just, you leave them open at all, and it ain't going to be good. To say the least, Devin.
Republic County, the game there, 68-50. It was much closer, though, down the stretch than what it was. Southeast actually built their lead to 33 at the third quarter, and then Republic County just kept battling. They came back. They won the fourth quarter and ended up taking an 18-point loss. But that victory for Francis Flax and this Southeast of Saline squad, very important. He set an initiative out for his team that he wanted them to finish January with 8 wins. So far, they have been able to keep on track. They need a win tonight. They need a win tomorrow against Ellsworth. If they can do that, they will come out of the month with a winning record for the first time this season. Remember, that tough schedule in 2024's portion of the season set Southeast behind the 8 ball. They started 0-4. This is their first 3-game winning streak. And if they can win tonight and tomorrow, they will go into February with an 8-7 record. That's the goal Francis Flax has set for his squad. Minneapolis, by the way, they also have a first-year head coach. It is Ryan Mortimer, and he's got the Lions playing much better. 4-8 on the season now. They're 3-3 in the NCAA as we meet their starters, brought to you by Dr. Andrew Westbrook at Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. We will start with Zach Nelson. He's a 5'10" senior. Zach averages 5.5 points a game. Also, Jet Flax. He is in the starting lineup tonight. 5'9" freshman for Minneapolis. Kingston Deronay leads the team in rebounding, 6.5 rebounds per contest. He also averages 5.5 points a game. Dalton Kruger is a 6'4" junior, 4 points, 5.5 rebounds a game. And the leading scorer for the Lions is Owen Just. He's a junior, 6 foot tall, 20.5 points a game. Also 5.5 rebounds per contest. Those Lions starting for first-year head coach Ryan Mortimer. For Francis Flax in his first year as the Southeast of Saline Trojans head coach, he will start Gannon Jacobson, a 6'1" junior, 18.5 points a game, also 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Gannon leads the team in scoring, rebounding, assists, blocks, and steals. With him is Owen Bailey, a 6'1" senior, 16 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Owen Bailey against Republic County on Tuesday night had an excellent game. Through 3 quarters, Owen Bailey scored 24 points. He did not score in the fourth quarter. Also in the starting lineup will be Sam Knopf, the 6'1" senior, 4.5 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, and an assist. Grady Gebhardt in the starting lineup, the 5'8" junior, 1 point, 2 rebounds, 2 assists a game. And Caden Perry gets the start tonight. It's his 4th start of the season. He is a 6'2" senior, averaging 1.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, and a half of assist per contest. As Minneapolis and Southeast of Saline get ready to do battle here at the Purple Palace. It's a makeup game from earlier on in the season. And Noah, I will lean to you now, and let's get the new image audio, Keys to Success tonight. Let's put yourself in the shoes of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. You know quite a bit about Minneapolis. If you're leading Southeast in this game, what do you want to do to get a victory tonight?
Definitely protect down low, get those rebounds, battle for those rebounds, and keeping Owen Just guarded beyond the arc. Because like I said, if he's open, he will shoot it. And newcomer freshman Jet Flax is also another hot shooter beyond that arc. So those two will be needed to be guarded there.
Be fun to watch the freshmen here for Minneapolis. Southeast of Saline wins the tip. They'll start out with the basketball, wearing their home whites, trimmed in purple and silver. They dump it off to the left-hand side. Caden Perry with his first touch. Now Jacobson through the defense, over to Bailey. Owen Bailey, 2 dribbles to his left, pulls the trigger from the right elbow. That's no good. Rebound being tied up now. It'll go to Minneapolis via the arrow, but Caden Perry in there being kind of a pest to Owen Just. It's tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Minneapolis. They'll see their first offensive possession. Minneapolis with the basketball, looking at some full court pressure here. Southeast of Saline wants to go full court. Sometimes they will be in a zone press. Sometimes they'll full court man. Minneapolis wearing their road red jerseys. A lot of white, some navy blue on that as well, and a big bump from Gannon Jacobson. And Jet Flax hits the deck for Minneapolis. First foul of the game belongs to Jacobson. And that's something that's happened on occasion this season, is Gannon Jacobson getting in foul trouble, especially early on. He can't afford to do that tonight.
Yeah, he isn't one you want to put into that predicament because, like you said, he's leading and everything for the team. So having him on the court is going to be huge for the Trojans here tonight.
Minneapolis with the basketball. Little pick and roll up top between Deronay and Just. It's going to be sprung free and taken away. Knopf to Jacobson. Now back to Knopf. He's stuffed at the backboard, and Minneapolis is going to take it away. What a defensive stand that time by the Lions.
Great block by Owen Just there.
Just went up and had a meeting at the rim. Here's a jumper now for the Lions. That's no good. We are 1:15 into this game, still looking for our first points. Jacobson all the way to the rack. He leaves his layup long off the window. Rebound down low, Owen Just. He plays it off to the right, Jet Flax. He tries to get it into the paint, across the paint to Deronay. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Gannon Jacobson. Minneapolis will keep the ball here. They will inbound underneath their own basket. Set to pull the trigger, getting it inbound. Zach Nelson, he will do so. Here's a block down low. Knopf takes it away. Now to Jacobson. It's Jacobson and Just again at the rack. That time, Gannon put his left shoulder into the defender and shielded him away to get a layup. Full court pressure once again by Southeast, and reaching in the backcourt. This will be Owen Bailey with the foul. So your two main scorers for Southeast of Saline with 2 early fouls in the first 2 minutes. Owen Just will inbound here just to the edge of the scorers table on the Minneapolis side. He gets it in to Zach Nelson. Nelson floating on the left-hand side, picked up there by Owen Bailey. Out for a three-pointer that's up, no good from Jet Flax. Rebound, though, down low by Dalton Kruger. Kruger plays it back out to Owen Just. A little shake and bake in the corner in front of the Southeast student body. Now back up top to Zach Nelson. Nelson stuck now. Bailey still on him. Hit back into the hands of Owen Just. Man-to-man defense here in the half court by Southeast of Saline. They lead it 2-0. Here's a drive, a shot put up by Nelson. That's no good. Fight for the rebound. Jacobson will pull it away. Gannon, long pass up the floor to Bailey. Knopf trailing for three. Canned it. Sam Knopf in that secondary break got the feed from Owen Bailey and nailed the three.
Great transition there by the Trojans.
Minneapolis with it. Lions will pick and roll. Darnay up top. He turned with the basketball, had it stripped away by Perry, and now the foul will go on Darnay down low as he was hugging Caden Perry. First foul of the game for Minneapolis. Southeast of Saline had the two quick ones on Bailey and Jacobson. This one on Kingston Darnay, his first. Second turnover also for Minneapolis on that trip. 5-0, Southeast of Saline. Jacobson with it, center of the floor. They'll leave it off left-hand side for Grady Gebhardt. Gebhardt to Knopf as Southeast looking at this defense, switching defense here for Minneapolis. Over in the baseline side, Perry with it, draws the double team, now triple team. Played it out to Owen Bailey, went up Bailey's thigh, and a loose ball ends up being a turnover for Southeast of Saline. Here comes Minneapolis. Right-hand side, Just will hand it off, gets it back into the hands of Flax. Jet Flax. Bumped there momentarily by Jacobson. Now he gets it back into the hands of Owen Just. Minneapolis still looking for their first points. Defense has been the calling card this week for Southeast of Saline. They started to turn that corner a little bit in the Sterling tournament last week in their game with Hutch Trinity. Here's a good box out after a Minneapolis miss. Southeast of Saline with it again. Jacobson all the way to the cup, falling down as he flips it up over his shoulder. 2 free throws coming up for Gannon Jacobson. Right now, Minneapolis, Noah, spending more time on offense. They're just not being productive with their shots. Meanwhile, Southeast wanting to push the tempo.
Yeah, they're having many opportunities there, but just not feeding it at all and not getting any shots off here.
Jacobson to the free throw line. First free throws of the game. Gannon hard off the heel, backside. He will have a second attempt.
Minneapolis so far, their 2 big guys have a foul each. Not much height on the bench there to deal with once they get into foul trouble here for the Lions.
Free throw up by Jacobson is good. And we talked about illness a little bit during the girls' game with Minneapolis being depleted by 2 players, 2 starters. A starter missing tonight for Southeast of Saline with Adam Teal out. He has been battling something since after the game on Tuesday, so he is out of the contest for tonight. That'll hurt Southeast of Saline's depth a little bit. Now a foul on Grady Gebhardt. That's the 3rd team foul for Southeast of Saline. Grady's first. They have spread it out amongst 3 different players so far. Approaching the halfway mark of the first quarter, 4:09 left to play here in the opening period. 6-0 Southeast of Saline. They get it inside. Kruger off the pass that time from Zach Nelson, and Dalton Kruger hanging around the baseline. Gets a beautiful feed there for 2. Southeast will quickly back down the other way. Gets a foul, and they will send Caden Perry to the free throw line for a couple of free throws coming up. Nice little play by Minneapolis here on their offensive end. Kruger getting their first points of the night. Perry will try 2 free throws here for Southeast. First one is on its way, and it rims off the left-hand side. Speaking of Kruger on that score, he just got the foul as well, Noah. He is in early foul trouble here with 2. Tiernan Potacek checks in. Sam Knopf comes out. Second free throw good by Caden Perry. It's been a little bit of feast or famine for Tiernan Potacek here this season. He's had a couple of games where he's scored up around 20, and he's also had games where he hasn't scored. So searching for some consistency and some scoring you can count on from Tiernan Potacek here. Just a sophomore, though. Owen Bailey got a foul. Owen got in that situation there, Noah, where he kind of fell down at the rim, and they went ahead and gave it to him because probably just a poor acting job.
Yes, I think, yeah. It kind of looked like it, Devin, as Darrenay was driving in there.
Kingston Darrenay is going to miss his first free throw. Second one on the way. Owen Bailey will stay on the floor with those 2 fouls. Sam Knopf, Grady Gebhardt come out. Also, Jet Flax out of the game for Minneapolis. Second free throw by Darrenay is no good. Jacobson out jumps everybody for the rebound. Isaiah Kerr into the game for Southeast. Here's a three-pointer put up by Potocik. That's no good. And the rebound pulled away by Minneapolis and another foul called. This will go against Isaiah Kerr. His first. Francis Flax not happy about that. Committing a foul 90 feet away from the basket that you're guarding, and Southeast of Salina has already hit the limit on fouls. They're putting Minneapolis at the free throw line. Back to the stripe, Kingston Darrenay. He just missed 2. Third attempt up, no good. Just about ready for a second free throw here. That one goes. So missed his first 3, but got the 4th one to fall. Kingston Darrenay in the scoring column. Back to a 4-point Southeast of Saline lead. 3:30 left to go here in the first. Owen Bailey gets the pitch out from Jacobson. Three-pointer on the way is good. Owen Bailey, his first shot of the game in the cup. 3 points for him. He was just feeling it Tuesday night against Republic County. Scored 24 points through the first 3 quarters. Didn't play much in the fourth, did not score. 10-3 here. Southeast of Saline leads it by 7. Minneapolis, little backdoor cut. They feed it, and the shot is missed. They're going to call goaltending on Gannon Jacobson. Didn't see that. Francis Flax is asking why. Did you see that there?
I didn't quite understand that because he went up and under, I guess.
Yeah, he went up to block the shot, but I don't know that he touched the basketball. So 2 points there. Who got credit on that basket?
Joe Wool.
Okay, thank you. Wool comes into the game. He's one of the leading rebounders on this team. Comes off the bench. He averages, 5 boards a contest. There's Bailey. Dead away 3. Got it to go again. Owen Bailey back-to-back from behind the arc. Lead for Southeast has grown to 8. 13-5 the score. Now a charging violation. It's going to be whistled here against Owen Just. Went crashing into the lane, trying to play it to Kingston Darrenay at the last minute, but he's going to take the foul, and Minneapolis will take the turnover, their 3rd of the first quarter. Caden Perry will check back into the game here. He's out there with Kerr, Jacobson, along with Potocik and Owen Bailey. Ball in the hands of Jacobson. We're getting the matchup we wanted, right? Jacobson and Owen Just guarding Jacobson here on the defensive end for Minneapolis. Perry holds it, top of the circle. Now he plays it out to Owen Bailey. Bailey to the right-hand side, Potocik. Tiernan watching a cutter. It's Isaiah Kerr. Now a kick ball will be whistled against Minneapolis on that left-hand side. Kick against Max Helget. Bailey with it inside. From the baseline into Potocik. Now back to Bailey for the 3. That's no good. Darrenay with the rebound. Here come the Lions. They need a bucket here, down by 8. Tanner Schroeder jumps off the bench for Southeast of Saline. There's a deflection inside. Minneapolis, though, keeps it. Trapping defense there by Southeast. Back out, Owen Just for 3. That's no good. Long rebound back to the shooter, Isaiah Kerr, there to block him out. Here comes Southeast up the right-hand sideline. Bailey works his way back to the middle of the floor. Now Potocik, baseline runner by the lefty is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Darrenay. 1:25 left to go here in the quarter. Minneapolis with it. Now he's being shoved in the back pretty much that whole drive by Tiernan Potocik, and Tiernan will get the foul. Tiernan will take the foul. That's his first. It'll send Owen Just to the free throw line. And boy, no, if you're Southeast of Saline, you've done a really good job on Owen Just. You haven't allowed him to score yet. You definitely don't want him to get going here with a free trip to the line.
Yes, you kind of want to maintain that and kind of not necessarily allow that. Because if you do, he's going to take advantage of it.
2 free throws.
Every opportunity he gets.
Yeah, 2 free throws can turn into a couple jumpers and 20 points real quick with him. Missed the first one, got the second one to go. 1:15 left to play here in the first. 13-6 after the free throw there by Owen Just. Southeast of Salina leads it by 7. Potacik now to Jacobson. Jacobson wants to make a move inside, pitches out. Grady Gebhardt for 3, and he drills it. Grady Gebhardt doesn't shoot the ball often. I think that's his 10th shot attempt of the season. And he made a 3 there. Gebhardt has it back after the steal by Kerr. Off to Potacik. Little teardrop on the right-hand side. Good.
Great look by Potacik there.
He is so good around the rim like that, and some of them runners. Like I said, they're just searching for some consistency out of him. It's nice when you get 17 or 19 points, but 12 every night would be pretty good too. Here's a shot put up by Just. That's no good, but Darnay going to work on the backside. Gets the weak side rebound, scores, and he is fouled. 3 points now for Kingston Darnay.
And definitely the leading rebounder there for a reason, Devin. He's been battling really, really hard down low, getting those rebounds.
He's a house. I mean, he's a big kid. The foul there on Gannon Jacobson is his second.
And for the Trojans,
Sam Knopf will check in for Jacobson. Jacobson and Bailey both have 2. 29 seconds left to go. Darnay's free throw is up and good. I think it should be 18-9. Should be. Now they get it right on the scoreboard. 20 seconds left to play. Southeast can have the last say at it here if they wish with the last shot of the first quarter. Right now, early on, doubling up Minneapolis, 18-9. Potacik with it. Top of the circle, little pump fake. Clock down to 9. Now it's to Schroeder. He coughed it up and lost it. Nelson back the other way. Zach being challenged by Sam Knopf. His shot won't go down. And a rebound by Southeast, and they'll close out the quarter. 18-9, Southeast of Saline. A little bit of foul trouble for the Trojans here through 1. We'll come back second quarter action and see what happens. It's Trojan Basketball, and tonight it's on KINA along with live stream video on SalinaPost.com, presented by Kansas Wesleyan University.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
With record-breaking enrollment, great new facilities, and top-notch activities, Kansas Wesleyan's the place to be. Whether you want to study nursing, elementary education, criminal justice, or social work, our academic programs will open doors for your future, all while you participate in activities like music, theater, or athletics. Learn more about why KWU's the place to be by visiting kwu.edu. That's kwu.edu.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
18-9 our score. Good start here for Southeast of Saline. So far, their diversity's coming through in scoring, right? Noah, they have had 6 different players score so far in that first quarter.
The ball really moving around there for Southeast. I mean, maybe a little foul trouble here and there early on, but like you said, great scoring by a little bit of everybody. Contributing, for those 18 points there in that first quarter.
Long shot there by Southeast. Minneapolis had the rebound, then Grady Gebhardt stole the outlet pass. Southeast of Saline has it back. 4th turnover for the Lions here early on. It's Gebhardt on the floor with Kerr, Knopf, Potacik, and Schroeder. We haven't seen this combination much this year. Another shot by Southeast. Won't go down. Rebound by Southeast. Potacik has it up top. He's going to get into the free throw line, kick it out. Tanner Schroeder for 3. Oh, that ball went all the way around the inside of the rim and then fell off the left-hand side. Tough break there for Tanner Schroeder. Minneapolis stuck at the free throw line. Nelson looking for help. He's going to find Owen Just. Just now turns, throws it back to Nelson. His three-pointer off the heel, no good. Rebound by Schroeder. He'll put it back into the hands of Grady Gebhardt. Gebhardt, right-hand side now to Kerr. Kerr along the wing. Free throw line extended to Potacik. Back around the horn. It ends up with Gebhardt on the left-hand side. Gebhardt will pass through the defense to Tiernan Patacic. Big ball fake there by Tiernan. Now back left to Sam Knopf. Here's Tiernan shooting the three. Too strong, no good. And a one-handed rebound by Kingston Darnay. Still looking for our first points of the second quarter. 6:16 left to go. Here just underway in the second. If you're just tuning in, big victory tonight for Southeast of Saline's ladies. 57-46 over Minneapolis. Now a turnover for Minneapolis, their 5th of the game. Still early on, but turnovers building, and it's kind of lopsided right now. An official count 5-1 in favor of Southeast.
Southeast really trying to capitalize on those turnovers. Minneapolis has capitalized. Because Southeast right now, I have one, Devin, in this first half.
Gebhardt, now a couple of substitutions to join him. It'll be Owen Bailey and Gannon Jacobson back in the game. Sam Knopf along with Tanner Schroeder. Gebhardt stayed in there. Here's a drive by Schroeder, and he's going to score. Tanner Schroeder put it on the deck and was able to score. The senior gets to the cup and scores 2.
Great look, great drive for Tanner there for his first 2 of tonight.
Doesn't score a lot, making the most of his opportunity there. Probably more minutes on the shelf for Schroeder tonight as Minneapolis gets it in. Joe Wohl scores his second bucket of the first half. 20-11. Left-hand side, Bailey with it. Skip pass over everybody to Jacobson. He'll shoot the three, and he will drain the three. Gannon Jacobson, his first outside look of the night. He drilled it. 5 points so far for Gannon. 23-11. 12-point lead for Southeast. Now loose ball, dive by Schroeder. Block up high on Bailey, denying Kingston Darnay that time. And now we're going to have a rebounding foul against Southeast of Saline. Boy, Southeast did everything right, but they got caught with a reach down low. It'll be on Tanner Schroeder, his first foul.
Great job there by Darnay, putting it up, not going in, getting his own rebound, trying again, and drawing that foul there.
Caden Perry checks back in. He'll replace Tanner Schroeder as a three-pointer goes up and in for Owen Just. That's his first field goal of the game. He has trimmed this Southeast of Saline lead back down to 9. Here's Owen Bailey trying to shoot. We've got the two Owens going at it from the outside. Bailey drives it home. His third three-pointer of the first half.
Going to be Splash City the rest of the night, I have a feeling, Devin.
I'm here for it. Let's do it. 26-14, back to a 12-point lead. 4:27 left to go. Here's second quarter. Keep it tuned right here at halftime. We'll go over numbers from the first half of the boys' game. We'll also catch up with Shauna Smith. Review the girls' contest earlier on here on KINA as the Southeast girls got a victory over Minneapolis. Jacobson brings it up the floor as we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. Gannon works his way to the free throw line. Now out to Sam Knopf. His three-pointer won't fall down. Kingston Darnay with yet another rebound. He's a beast on the boards. He averages 6.5 rebounds per contest for Minneapolis. 26-14 Southeast. Switching on defense now. Nelson has it up top, guarded by Bailey. Man-to-man defense this trip for Southeast of Saline. They've been locked into that form pretty much this whole first half. A little bit of full court pressure early on, but they've dialed that back. Lots of time spent here offensively for Minneapolis. Here's a drive and a shot put up, left off the heel by Grant Rice. Rebound taken in by Sam Knopf. Gebhardt with it. Now over to Bailey. Owen Bailey wants to drive. Try to skip pass back to Knopf on the opposite side of the floor. That's going to be tipped and taken away. Just Southeast of Saline's second turnover of the half. One in each quarter. 3:05 left to go. Quick moving second quarter compared to the first. Not a lot of fouls or whistles called here in this second. Now a steal by Gannon Jacobson. Jacobson going down the floor. Nelson there to meet him, and Jacobson soars right over the top of Zach Nelson and gets the layup. Minneapolis turns their attention back to offense. Left side three, crawls out, no good. That's the second three-pointer Minneapolis has had that looked like that here in this half. Southeast looking to extend their 14-point lead. Jacobson to the cup, lost the basketball momentarily, but got it back and puts it right back in. Jacobson's so crafty. He thrives on chaos. When stuff like that happens, it almost makes him better.
Yes, I mean, He wasn't sure what was going to be going on down there in the paint, and he made it look good, getting his 7th point of this second quarter here for him.
He has that rare skill that you don't have to square up for a good shot. Gannon Jacobson can pretty much shoot out of any position. There's a kick out and a three-pointer put up by Minneapolis. No good. Big rebound by Owen Bailey. 2 minutes left to play. Second quarter. Bailey kicks it out to Knopf. Sam now back to Owen Bailey. He wants to drive. Gets into a double team. Out to Jacobson. Three-pointer on the way. Just goes off the front of the rim. And a rebounding foul on Owen Bailey. This will be his 3rd. So Owen Bailey with 3 early fouls here in the second quarter. He will have to come out, obviously. Tiernan Potacek will check in. Owen Bailey has 9. He has 3 threes. That'll also prompt a 30-second timeout from Francis Flax. 1:49 left to go here, second quarter. Southeast of Saline basketball back after this quick timeout in the Equity Bank broadcast booth. It's Trojan basketball.
Attention deer hunters and land managers. Join Phillips Seed Wildlife for the Whitetail Management Summit on March 1st in Oswego, Kansas. Hear from Don Higgins of the Chasing Giants podcast, nationally recognized deer veterinarian Dr. Clifford Shipley, and Wes Delks, Whitetail Land Management Consultant. Elevate your whitetail management game. To register, Google Whitetail Summit 2025 or call 785-949-2204. That's 949-2204. Reserve your spot today. Spaces are limited.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline, Devin Haney along with Noah Helgett. We worked through the second quarter. Minneapolis and Southeast of Saline. Southeast with a 30-14 lead. Minneapolis with the basketball. Little token full court pressure there. Southeast of Saline will stay in their man-to-man set to finish out this first half, leading by 16. Minneapolis turns the basketball over. That's the 7th time this half. Jacobson to the cup. Layup good. Gannon Jacobson has 9 in the quarter, 11 for the game, as he and Owen Bailey once again leading the way for Southeast of Saline on offense. Here's a dump off intended for Darren A down low. It's another turnover for Minneapolis. Back-to-back turnovers. 32-14. Southeast with it. 1:11 left to go before the break. Here's Potacek driving around the line. He throws up a prayer and it's answered. Tiernan Potacek now with 4. Things starting to get away from Minneapolis here in this one. It's a 20-point Southeast lead. Nelson with it on the left. Turns, kicks it out to Owen Just. Just being guarded right now by Grady Gebhardt. Back into the hands of Grant Rice. He's shut off on the right-hand side. Back to Just. Fadeaway shot along the baseline. Won't go down. Sam Knopf with the rebound. He'll hit the outlet in Gannon Jacobson. Jacobson all the way to the rim. Soft touch in again. Jacobson, 11 in the quarter. Clock down to 26. Boy, this has been a bad quarter for Minneapolis. Just with it up top, guarded by Gebhardt. He'll hand it off. Ends up with Nelson out on the left-hand side. He's guarded by Tiernan Potacek. Clock down to 10. And the Lions will lose it out of bounds. Southeast will have the last look at it here with 8.4 seconds left. Isaiah Kerr comes sprinting to the scores table. He will check in for Gannon Jacobson. 8.4 left. Southeast trying to score before they go to the locker room. They'll roll it in here. Gebhardt lets it go all the way across the timeline. Now Grady will pick it up. They'll play to Sam Knopf. Clock down to 5. Now to Isaiah Kerr. Tiernan Potacek with it at the buzzer. Step back 3 on the way. Off the heel, no good. And a strong second quarter for Southeast of Saline. They score 18 in each quarter, but they only limit Minneapolis to 5 points in that second quarter, outscoring the Lions 18-5. That brings us to halftime. 36-14 our score. When we come back, we'll go over numbers from the first half. We will also have a conversation with Shauna Smith about the Lady Trojans game earlier tonight. It's all coming up when we come back. Halftime is here, and it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Southeast of Saline leads it at the break, 36-14 on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, 36-14, southeast of Saline leading. 13 points so far for Gannon Jacobson. 9 points so far for Owen Bailey. Southeast of Saline scored 18 points in each quarter, but they only gave up 5 points in the second quarter, and they lead 36-14 here at the break. Time to catch up with Shauna Smith, talk Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball, and a big game for you as far as the league standings go earlier tonight, 57-46. You get the victory here. It just seemed like you got an early lead. You established a 9-point lead in the first quarter. But, boy, Minneapolis would just keep coming back. They would get within one, even tie the game a couple of times. And I know this wasn't the case every single time, but it just seemed like when it got to that point, a big three was made by your squad. You didn't shoot a lot of threes tonight, but the ones you shot were very efficient, and you just kind of kept them at arm's length.
Like I was telling them, we made 8 threes for the game, and just said tonight we had to play. Obviously, Abigail's playing a little bit more in the post spot, and they didn't want to come out there and guard her very much, so she kind of had some more looks there. So I thought we did a good job with that, but like I said, every time we did, it seemed like we had an answer for them.
With that 9-point lead in the first quarter, it still ended up being tied at the end of one. You did take a 6-point lead, though, into the locker room. This game was tied 20-20, and you finished the second quarter on an 8-2 run. Take a 6-point lead into halftime, and then that kind of same trend just kept going on. Minneapolis tied it a couple times, but they were never able to take a lead in the second half. I want to talk about Abba Pearson in this game because I know this is never the case. But sometimes you look at a player on the floor, and all of a sudden they are playing almost perfectly. And that was almost the game that Abba had tonight, where you feel like you don't have to coach her anymore. Like you feel like she's playing so well and doing things. She's moving people around. She's getting people on offense. She's getting in people's faces when the rebounding isn't great on defense, and just being that leader that I think we expected her to be. But man, she really took the bull by the horns tonight. Yeah, I feel like when we had to need some big baskets, she's the one that kind of did that for us. So, I mean, like many moments in the game there, yeah. And she's actually done it the last couple of games for us. Kind of made those big baskets when we needed to, and went and took control of what we needed to get. Like late in the game, we were trying to hold the ball a little bit. She wanted the ball. There's a big line that players cross when that maturity comes in, and that line is, I'm out here running offense because my coach wants me to run offense. So now you cross the line, and you can see when a defense is either out of position or out of shape, or you have a mismatch, and then you go score. And Abba did that tonight many, many times. Yeah, I agree, because we kind of ran some plays for her that we've ran in the past when we played more. Like had posts that could shoot the three, so I thought she did a job countering some of those things there. But like I said, I don't expect anything less from her. We're going to change Reagan Durant's name to fourth quarter Reagan, if you're okay with that, because it just seems like she shows up in the fourth quarter. I don't care if it's a loose ball on the floor that needs to be gone after and dive after, or if it's getting herself to the free throw line, protecting the basketball when the other team's trying to foul and come back. Reagan Durant this season has been sensational, especially late for you. She goes to the free throw line several times in this fourth quarter. She ends up with 11 points. She was pretty good tonight as well. Yeah, I mean, she is pretty good for us all the way around. I told her that she got one of those rebounds came out, and I was like, that's the rebound I know you can get, because she is
she's very athletic. She's long. She does some things. And so I thought tonight she just did a lot of all the things. Like I said, his offense, defensively, I thought she did a really good job for us.
I don't think we can overlook the job done inside, not only by Sutton Douglas and Addison Ward, but all of your girls, because there was a challenge inside rebounding the basketball, and you guys tonight had the rebounding edge. You were able to keep them most of the time from getting second chance looks, while you got many offensive second chance looks yourselves.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job there. Said early on we defending their, postman inside, we kind of gave up some things, but then we kind of shut her down then. I thought we did a better job of kind of playing defense and getting out to them a little bit better. So I thought our bigs did a good job tonight.
You have an undefeated record now in league play, and I know somebody from wherever can sit there and say, well, Minneapolis didn't have 2 starters. I don't think you ever apologize about winning a basketball game in the league, first and foremost. Second of all, you could be down 2 players when you go to Minneapolis later in the season. Of course, we hope that doesn't matter, but you never know, and Minneapolis' depth is pretty good. I thought even though being down 2 girls, they played pretty well tonight.
Well, and that's kind of what I told the girls when they, we were told that. I said, they play 9 deep.
Yeah.
2 girls, they're good players. They're 2 that they miss, but the other kids that come off the bench, they can all kind of score too. So it's not like they're coming in there, they're just like role players that come in and don't score for them. They all get up and do some things. They all challenge passes, and they do their things, the correct things. So, I think normally they start 2 sophomores and 3 maybe seniors, whatever. But tonight those couple seniors that sometimes don't start, they start tonight and they're perfectly capable of starting.
Yeah, definitely. Adversity works both ways, too. You're prepared to play a team. All of a sudden, a couple people on that team aren't there. You have to adjust your end of it, too. Nice job on the victory tonight. 11 wins now on the season. Quick turnaround. What do you know about the Ellsworth Bearcats? They come in tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, I said, it's kind of one of those things like we can get in the 50s again like we have been. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But we don't play any kind of defense, whatever. And, they have 2 good guards for them, and they have a little bit of size. But I think we can always counter those things. And like I said, I already watched some film on them, and we'll be fine as long as we can score. If we only score in the 30s, we probably won't give ourselves a chance.
Well, good luck tomorrow night. Let's finish out a big week.
All right, thank you.
See you tomorrow. Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline ladies, 57-46. She gets the victory tonight with her Lady Trojans. They now move to 11-3 overall with a 57-46 victory. They're also 6-0 in league play. We'll take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have numbers from the first half. Also, third quarter is right around the corner. Southeast of Saline leads it over Minneapolis. Halftime of the boys contest, 36-14 here on KINA.
I'm Brian Arms, your mortgage loan originator at Equity Bank here in Salina, Kansas. I'm a lifelong Salina resident here to tell you our bank can offer you mortgage and refinance options with terms designed for you. Why leave our community when you can choose the bank that never forgets it's your money? With 2 locations in town on Ohio Street and Santa Fe Avenue, there's no better time to apply online, in person, or over the phone. Learn more at equitybank.com, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Southeast of Saline in the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Devin Haney, Noah Helget with you. 36-14. Southeast of Saline with a big second quarter. They're being led right now by Gannon Jacobson with 13 as we take a look at the numbers brought to you by the Bank of Tesket. Jacobson with a baker's dozen, 9 for Owen Bailey, 4 for Tiernan Potacek, 3 for Sam Knopf, 3 for Grady Gebhardt, 2 for Tanner Schroeder, and a single free throw for Caden Perry. Minneapolis being led by 3 different players with 4 points. It's Owen Just, Joe Wool, and Kingston Darnay, 2 for Dalton Kruger. Southeast of Saline, 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Minneapolis, 3 of 7. Minneapolis unofficially with 9 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 2. And right now, Noah, it feels like Southeast of Saline's defense getting the best of Minneapolis in this game, especially in that last quarter.
And they're in that last quarter going, finishing that quarter 18-5, and really capitalizing on those 9 turnovers. The defense really, really getting to Minneapolis.
It's one of Francis Flack's main goals with this team. He knew that they weren't going to be able to break defenses down all day with their offense. He wants to see transition defense turn into offense for some easy baskets. They've been able to do that so far, and they get an easy one here as Grady Gebhardt bounces it down to the short corner. Left side baseline, Caden Perry rises up and scores two. 38-14 now our score. Southeast continues to pull away. Minneapolis with a baseline shot. That's a guarded shot. That's up no good. And coming in trying to get the rebound was Dalton Kruger. He got two early fouls, set most of the second quarter. Tried to get that rebound and lost it off his right hand. So Southeast will get it back here. Not a lot of scores to talk about. And I'll be completely transparent. I didn't do big research looking for games going on tonight, but I don't know of a lot of high school games that were happening tonight. This is a makeup game that was rescheduled from earlier on in the month when Southeast was supposed to get with Minneapolis. Then it snowed Thursday night after the Smoky Valley game as Gannon Jacobson hits a three, and Southeast had to call school. We were not able to come back for the Minneapolis game, so this is a makeup here. We'll have a regular date tomorrow as Ellsworth comes to visit. 41-14. There's a curl and a nice look inside. Kingston Darnay. What a pass that time by Owen Just. And Kingston Darnay now with a half a dozen. Jacobson quickly back down to the other end. He leaves a layup long off the window and then rebound in a dual possession. The Arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. You get to go to Hutch tomorrow, is that right?
Yes.
Sacred Heart and Hutch Trinity. That's always an interesting game.
It'll be fun. The Sacred Heart Knights are on fire right now. They're fun to watch. Coach Gormley has them playing really, really good right now.
Big win on Tuesday against Beloit. Owen Bailey gets a three. He's in double digits now with 12. Can catch Noah and the Sacred Heart Knights against Touch Trinity on SalinaPost.com. Live stream video with commentary. That'll be live and also on demand after the game. So you can catch that. Nice thing is you can go watch Sacred Heart or Southeast play and then go home and watch the one you didn't catch live, right?
Yes.
You get to watch all the games.
Yes, you can watch them all. They're on Salina Post YouTube channel.
Kingston Darnay gets a foul here going over the back into a Southeast of Saline player colliding there. Darnay with the foul. That's his second. 6:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Southeast leading 44-16. Jacobson goes up, gets a high pass from Owen Bailey, takes a power bounce and scores. 18 points for Gannon Jacobson. 46-16. Darnay down low, wants to go reverse, and he gets it. What a move that time. Kingston just went around. Sam Knopf went underneath the backboard. Sam probably did the right thing. He was just down there playing straight up, but Darnay was able to get back into the paint, get some depth, and then knock it in off the window on the reverse side. It's a great move.
Yeah, Darnay just a sophomore, but is really battling down low for the Lions, keeping them.
There's some youth on this team for Minneapolis. He is one of them. Got the free throw to go down, completes the three-point play. He all of a sudden now has 5 in the quarter, 9 for the game. And a pass that's swatted out of bounds by Owen Just. It'll stay here with Southeast of Saline. 5:33 left to play. Grady Gebhardt playing catch with Owen Bailey. Now they fire it into Jacobson. Back out opposite way to Sam Knopf. His three-pointer dies off the rim. Jacobson gets it back and then goes back and scores. Jacobson tonight shooting a high percentage. He's just going at the front of the rim all night long. He does have a three, but most of his shots have been exactly like that, deep in the paint.
The Lions, they're battling and fighting for that rebound, and Jacobson capitalizes on that one once again.
The traveling violation will be whistled here against Grant Rice. Second turnover of the quarter for Minneapolis, 48-19. Southeast of Saline with a good first 3 minutes of this third quarter. Picking up right where they left off in the second. Here's the give and go. It ends up with Caden Perry, who comes streaking in, and he will be fouled. And he'll get to go to the free throw line for the second time this evening. Caden Perry on the season. Four of 11 from the free throw line. Splashes that one home. Caden will get a second look at it, a chance to put 50 on the board for Southeast, and he does. Caden Perry now with 4 points in the quarter, 5 for the game. That is a new career high and a new season high for him. He had 4 points last year as a junior against Minneapolis. Must love playing the Lions. There's a near steal by Perry. Darrenay picks it up. His shot won't go down. Rebound by Caden Perry. Quick outlet to Gannon Jacobson. Pushing our way already to the halfway mark of the third quarter. Sam Knopf inside. Takes a little bit of a contact there, but Darrenay able to stop him and also get the rebound for Minneapolis. 4:10 left to play. 50-19. Bounce pass down in the corner. That'll go to Grant Rice. Now to Owen Just up top. There's been different people assigned to Owen Just tonight as he shoots a 3 and misses. But Grady Gebhardt has been the main assignment guy for Owen Just, and he's done a good job.
He's done a great job guarding Just tonight. Just only having, let's see here, 4 points.
4 points, yep.
And we're 3:49 here in the third, and has 4, and his average is 20, a little over 20. So he's done a great job guarding Just here tonight.
Foul on Joe Wohl. That'll be his first. Team foul number 3 for Minneapolis. Southeast will have it. They'll have some baseline offense here. An inbounds play coming up. Tiernan Patacic set to inbound. Tiernan looking backside. Now he gets it into Jacobson. Gannon off the window. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Second putback is no good. And a rebound by Owen Just. He will be fouled by Tanner Schroeder. So Schroeder will get his second foul. Owen Just fighting him off that time for the rebound. And now Minneapolis will have it back. Again, token full court man-to-man pressure here for Southeast of Saline. 3:39 left to go here in the third. Just gets a high pick. Now goes back the other way. Isaiah Kerr with him this time. Misses the first shot, gets the second one on the putback. He is fouled, and Owen Just will go to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Trojans. Isaiah Kerr, his second personal foul.
Isaiah Kerr gets the foul. Owen Just to the line. He went to the free throw line in the first quarter, went 1 of 2. Gets the first one to go here. 5 points so far for Owen Just. A junior. Second one on the way. Rattles home as well. It's half a dozen for Owen Just. 50-21. Southeast of Saline with the basketball and the big lead. It's the second time this week they've been hovering around the 30-point lead mark in the third quarter. They really haven't given this crowd much of a chance to get into a game and cheer. Patacic with it out to Jacobson. Jacobson will collect the defense, kick it out to Owen Bailey. His three-pointer won't go down. Jacobson, though, gets the rebound somehow. Plays it out to Isaiah Kerr. Now Patacic the opposite side. He'll get the three. Tiernan Patacic, his first long-range dial-up of the night. He has 7. Way to stick with it that time for the Southeast Trojans, now leading by 32 points. Just to the cup. He scores. Nice drive on the right-hand side by Owen Just. Just his second field goal of the night. Had a three-pointer back in the second quarter. 2:25 left to go here in the third. Kerr with it. Now out to Tanner Schroeder. Back out to Kerr. He'll try a 3. Off the mark, no good. That goes out of bounds. Jacobson over there with it, though. Tries to save it behind his back, and he does. Kerr will turn it into a fast break. His layup won't go. Jacobson there, and he cashes it in. Gannon Jacobson is everywhere. He's covering every corner of this gym right now for Southeast.
He's doing a great job of covering that court.
Inside 2 minutes, here's a kick for Southeast of Saline. One thing you don't want to have happen is what Southeast had happen on Tuesday. 33-point lead against Republic County. You're thinking, okay, we get a long week. We have 3 games this week. Let's get a running clock, get home a little early, right? Republic County scores the last 2 baskets of the third quarter, goes to the fourth quarter with a 29-point margin. Southeast never got back up by 30. They played regular clock the whole fourth quarter.
Just on the verge.
Yeah, that only happens on a Tuesday night when you have a long week, right?
When you're wanting that, it does not go as planned.
Never got the quarter or the clock to run through the fourth quarter. It was unbelievable. 55-23, 90 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Potacek has it along the baseline to the left, now out to Owen Bailey. Bailey with a one-handed bounce pass to Grady Gebhardt. Gebhardt will go back to Potacek. The sophomore drives down the left-hand side, big step, and he is going to be knocked to the court. And a foul called on Minneapolis. It's their fourth team foul. And Southeast of Saline will inbound down low. Zach Nelson gets his first foul. So Jacobson came out, got a drink of water, now he's back in. He'll replace Owen Bailey. 77 seconds left to go. Potacek on the inbounds. He'll go way out high to Gebhardt. Grady's got 3 points in this game. He'll deal it off now to Jacobson. Potacek. They're also out there with Kerr and Tanner Schroeder. Here's a ball fake by Gebhardt. He plays it out to Kerr. Now to Jacobson. Over to the right. Potacek, another three. That rattles off no good, and a foul will be called as Schroeder went by Owen just that time and clipped the junior for Minneapolis.
There in that possession, Devin, you notice a lot of good ball handling, good passes, and a pretty clean shot, three-point shot there by Potacek.
Yeah,
did not roll in there.
That's a great point, too, because that's something Southeast, despite their losing record, they have been taking very, very good care of the ball this year. They do not get a lot of turnovers. Here tonight so far, they have 2 turnovers. Against Republic County Tuesday night, they had 7 total turnovers. They don't turn the ball over a lot. It comes down to making shots a lot of times with them.
And if you put it in the hands of Gannon Jacobson, that's going to happen, Devin.
Owen just fouled again. He's going to go to the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. That foul on Isaiah Kerr is his third. He'll become the third Southeast player with 3 fouls. Second free throw is also good. Just made them both. 49 seconds left to go. 30-point lead for Southeast of Saline. 55-25. Potacek with it up top. Plays it to the right to Schroeder. He wants to drive baseline. He's checked there by Kingston Darnay. Now back around. Potacek will try the 3 from the left, and he got that one to go. Tiernan Potacek, 2 trays here in this quarter, has 10 points now in the game. 58-25. Crossover up top. Minneapolis lost it. Kerr takes it away now to Potacek. Tiernan into the cup, and he's going to be stripped of free throws coming up for Tiernan Potacek. Foul that time called on Zach Nelson for Minneapolis after their third turnover of the period. 16.8 seconds left. Francis Flax down on the bench, still talking to guys wearing warm-ups. I think that'll probably preview what we're getting ready to see here in the fourth. Potacek at the free throw line. First one heels off, no good. Second one on the way. Got that one to go. 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game for Tiernan Potacek. Minneapolis could have the last say at it here in the third. 59-25. Steal by Gannon Jacobson. 6 seconds left. Gannon 1-on-2 break. Gets into the cup, and he's going to score on the left-hand side. It happened so quickly with Gannon Jacobson. Minneapolis takes a 3 from half court, and that'll rim off, and that'll bring us to the end of our third quarter. Another big quarter by the Trojans. They will take a 61-25 lead in to the fourth. Broadcast on KINA and live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you tonight by Kansas Wesleyan University.
The Trojans are experts in precision passes, and Everhart Precision Ag are your experts in grid soil sampling. Everhart Precision Ag does all the sampling and data analysis in-house, keeping it local and close to the farm. They're also your local channel seedsman, selling all seeds with an emphasis in corn and soybeans. Trust Matt Everhart and Lane Hensley at Everhart Precision Ag, serving Saline, Dickinson, McPherson, and Ottawa counties, and also supporting Southeast of Saline Trojans. For more information, visit everhartprecision.com.
Whether on the field, court, or operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 50 years of combined service. If you need help staying active, or maybe you just want to discuss the newest techniques and services that Salina Ortho provides, or you want to see one of their trusted physicians, visit salinaortho.com. Come see Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back for the fourth and final quarter. Devin Haney, Noah Helgett here in the Equity Bank broadcast booth. Southeast of Saline putting on a dominating performance here against the Minneapolis Lions, 61-25, and it'll be a quick-moving fourth quarter. Here's a steal by Sam Knopf coming down the right-hand side of the floor. Slams on the brakes, goes up and scores. Sam has 5 in this game. 7:30 left to play. Another shot put up by Minneapolis is no good as Francis Flax now getting more guys into the game, sitting at the scorers table. A trio Trojans will check in here at the next whistle. Kane Sawyer's into the game for the first time. The freshman takes a couple of dribbles to the right. He had 4 points against Republic County on Tuesday. Just a long shot up by Tiernan Potacek is no good. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth. 63-25. Just back top of the circle to Zach Nelson. Nelson will dribble over and he will hand it off. A couple of crossovers there from Joe Wool. Now a three-pointer put up. That's no good. And it comes back into the hands of Tiernan Potacek. And a timeout called by Francis Flax to substitute here. He will bring in Ben Heinrich. Also into the game, Cooper Carlin. Lyric Lilly into the game. He's wearing number 20 tonight. They will join Isaiah Kerr. And Kane Sawyers will stay in there as well. Clock continues to run, 63-25. Heinrich with it. He'll dump it off to Sawyers, now to Lilly on the left wing. Back over to the right, Heinrich. Little jab step. He and Lilly will cough the ball up. That's just the third turnover for Southeast. Ends up in a finger roll on the other end for Owen Just. Dozen points for Just. 63-27. Heinrich has it. Out of the right to Sawyer. Still man-to-man defense there. Three-pointer up off the front of the rim. No good. Sawyers might have had a shot at it, but it's going to be poked out by Owen Just. Ryan Mortimer has also got some guys at the scorer's table wanting to get them in at the next whistle. There it is, and they will be able to enter the contest after a foul on Southeast of Saline. This will go against Cooper Carlin, his first.
You know, I think this definitely worked in the Trojans' favor tonight. You know, give those starters and the sixth and seventh man off the bench there as they're closing out a busy week with game 2 out of 3 here this week. So I think it was huge for them to, you know, get in, play really good, score about 60, and get to sit down and kind of rest the rest of this fourth quarter.
That's a great point. Quick turnaround tomorrow. Southeast of Saline will still be at home, but they will have another league game against Ellsworth. They have not seen the Bearcats this year, so still 2 dates left with Ellsworth on the schedule. The first one coming tomorrow night. Basket up and good there from the free throw line by Zach Nelson. Got 1 of 2. Tanner Norris, one of the Minneapolis players, and he'll join Max Helgett as a shot up and good from Lyric Lilly. Two-pointer there for Lyric Lilly. Here's a ball smacked out of there by Ben Heinrich. Lyric Lilly has it. Back to the other way. He's going to be fouled as he goes to the left-hand side of the rim, and free throws coming up for Lyric Lilly.
Fouls on the Lions. Jet Flax, his first personal foul.
Jet Flax with the foul. Clock will continue to run. 4 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Lyric's first free throw is up and good. Lyric saw his first varsity action Tuesday against Republic County. Second straight game he's appeared in here. And 2 free throws gives him 4 points. 67-28. Now here's a steal by Lyric Lilly. He's going to go to the right-hand side and finish it again. 6 straight points for Lyric Lilly. What a show he's putting on. 69-28. All of a sudden, a 41-point lead for Southeast here in this fourth quarter. And I know Coach Flax wanted to see this too because his guys that came off the bench did not play well against Republic County on Tuesday. So he wants to see them play much better. Foul on Kane Sawyers on the defensive end. And one of those situations, Noah, where fouls aren't a bad thing, right? Go to the free throw line, the clock just keeps running.
Yeah. Giving some of these underclassmen, a chance to see what they got here in this fourth quarter.
First free throw up by Tanner Norris. Misses strong. He will get another one. That one is going to roll in. So Tanner Norris into the scoring column. Minneapolis 2 of 4 from the free throw line here in this quarter. They are 10 of 16 in the game. And here is Ben Heinrich underneath. That's not going to count. They're going to call him for a traveling violation, but he was underneath the rim. And he is almost kind of like a Harlem Globetrotter waiting to happen sometimes. We see him do stuff like that all the time. He had a no-look pass against Republic County Tuesday that was pretty unbelievable.
He got me pretty good. It looked really, really good, and I was about to mark it down, and they called her off.
There's a block by Kane Sawyers up top. He's going to tie that one up. The officials call it a dual possession as he had his hand on the front side of that basketball, and it will go to Southeast of Saline. Already under 2 minutes left to go. Stick with us in postgame. We'll have final numbers for you. We'll also have a conversation with Francis Flax. Get his thoughts on this one. We'll turn the corner quickly and turn the attention to Ellsworth coming in tomorrow as Isaiah Kerr gets his first basket of the night. The 10th Southeast player to score is Isaiah Kerr. 72-29. 1:24 left to go. Minneapolis working here on offense. Stuck down on the left-hand block. Now they'll kick it out. Three-pointer on the way. Off the heel, no good. Here comes Lyric Lilly. Up the floor to Cooper Carlin. He'll go to the rack. Left hand is good. Cooper Carlin comes the 11th Southeast player to score. 1:03 left to play. .55 seconds left. Here's a Minneapolis three, right-hand side. High bounce off the rim, no good. Stick back, though, down low by Tanner Norris. 46 seconds left to go. 74-31. Southeast is going to win and keep that drive alive to finish the month with a winning record. They're going to even things out here tonight at 500 and go to 7-7 on the season. As things starting to come together for this Francis Flax-led squad, as they will also go to 4-2 in league play. Those two losses, by the way, to the two teams they're staring up at. It's Beloit and Sacred Heart. Minneapolis will drop to 4-9. They will go to 3-4 in league play. The final 10 seconds are going to expire here, and Southeast of Saline will get the victory. Their first 4-game winning streak of the season, and they do it in fine fashion. 74-31. It's a clean Trojan sweep over Minneapolis here at the Purple Palace on a Thursday night. 74-31, the final score. When we come back, we'll go over numbers from this game. We'll also have a conversation with the coach and a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. It's all coming up on postgame. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers.
When it rains, it pours, so it's important for you to get coverage that meets your needs. The team at Kniper Agency with Farmers Insurance can help you understand your options so you can prepare for what the forecast brings. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. Learn more by calling Stephanie, Morgan, or Tiffany at the Kniper Agency at 825-8419 to find out how they can help you protect the things that matter most to you.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Happy New Year to you and your family from Vernon Jewelers. 2025 is the start to our 141st year in business. Looking back, we have had the pleasure of serving a lot of special people and making great memories. Even better, we look forward to seeing our current customers as well as many new faces in the new year. Remember, we're not old, we're just really good at what we do. Look for the iconic Vernon Jewelers sign on Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Vernon Jewelers, where it's little things that matter since 1884.
At Maury Clinic Sports Medicine, we are available when you need us most. I'm Dr. Andrew Westbrook, and I am the sports medicine physician at Maury Clinic. I see patients of all ages and help them come back stronger than ever. From broken bones to joint pain, my team and I are committed to help you do more. For those with sports injuries, come see us at our sports medicine walk-in clinic Monday and Thursday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Prevent, recover, and strengthen so you can perform your best. Maury Clinic Sports Medicine. Make your move with confidence.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Salina.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here in postgame from the Purple Palace on the campus of Southeast of Saline. Devin Haney, Noah Helgett here from the Equity Bank broadcast booth. 74-31, the victory for Southeast of Saline as we go over final scoring here. The final numbers brought to you by the Bank of Tesket as we await the arrival of head coach Francis Flax. 24 points, 2 dozen for Gannon Jacobson. He scored 11 in the second, 11 in the third, did not play in the fourth quarter, and he has 24 points tonight. 12 points for Owen Bailey, 11 points for Tiernan Potacik, also 6 points for Lyric Lilly as the sophomore came off the bench and played well. 5 points for Caden Perry, 3 points for Isaiah Kerr, 3 points for Grady Gebhardt, 2 points for Cooper Carlin, and also Tanner Schroeder. For Minneapolis, they were led tonight, 12 points by Owen Just. I thought Southeast of Saline's defense did a great job with Owen Just tonight in limiting him. Kingston Derenay had 9, 4 points for Joe Wool, 3 points for Tanner Norris, and 2 points for Dalton Kruger, 1 point for Zach Nelson. Free throw shooting, Southeast of Saline went 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Minneapolis went 10 of 16 from the free throw line. And Minneapolis unofficially with 14 turnovers. Southeast of Saline unofficially with 3. 74-31 the final score. Southeast of Saline now goes to 7-7 on the season, 4-2 in league play. Minneapolis at 4-9 overall, 3-4 in league play. And now Southeast of Saline will turn their attention to the Ellsworth Bearcats that will come into campus here tomorrow. As the head coach set to join us now, his interview brought to you by Frisbee Construction. Boy, Coach, this was just kind of a run out after that first quarter of play. You doubled up Minneapolis 18-9 in the opening quarter. And then Gannon Jacobson, I don't know if there was a corner of this gym that he didn't cover today, whether it was chasing down a loose ball, chasing down a long rebound, going after a steal. He was phenomenal. He also scored 24 points along the way. Just his energy, though, and what he was able to do, starting that defense to offense transition and scoring points.
Yeah, he was terrific. And, you know, he's been really good in a lot of big games. And then he slacked off a little bit last Tuesday night. He didn't have quite the game. Yeah. But, you know, playing without a starter tonight, I thought that the guys that came in, replaced him, did a pretty good job. 1-2 combination there of Perry and Tanner Schroeder. Mm-hmm. They held their own. I was pleased the way we shared the basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of guys score tonight.
Yeah.
And
10.
The other thing is, we knew that Owen Just is their guy. Everything goes through him. We know that. We watch film and all that. And Grady Gebhardt needs to have a handshake because he did a job on him. He made that kid work. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. He just did a heck of a job on him.
Yeah, we talked about that during the game. There were a couple of different bodies that were guarding Owen Just, but mainly it was Grady. Not only that, he shot the ball tonight, too, and he made it. Think about that, huh?
Well, I told him if he didn't shoot it tonight, I wasn't going to start it tomorrow. But I didn't expect him to take a three.
Yeah, he's 100% for the game. I mean, that's kind of what Grady does, right? Your turnovers all season. You haven't had turnovers pile up on you and get out of control. Tonight, though, 3 turnovers unofficially for you. The way this game was up and down, and as you were saying, sharing the ball, the more you pass sometimes, the more you're apt to maybe have a turnover here and there, especially up-tempo. Just didn't turn the ball over tonight at all.
No, and I think we shocked Minneapolis just a little bit. I don't think that they thought we were as athletic as we are. We're an athletic ball club.
Yeah.
We're just not tall, and we're not extremely long. We're just very active and pretty doggone athletic.
10 turnovers in 2 games this week. That's pretty good, right?
Well, we got another game, so let's just keep it under 20.
Ellsworth, tomorrow, I'll let you go. It's a short night, short turnaround. We'll see you back in the gym tomorrow, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Francis Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight get their 7th victory of the season. That initiative to finish the month of January with a winning record still alive. They're 7-7 now overall, 4-2 in league play after a 74-31 victory. Gannon Jacobson tonight, the Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. Valentine's Day right around the corner, and it is time for their Diamond Stud sale at Vernon Jewelers. You can walk in the doors, all kinds of varieties of diamond studs. They start at $80. That's at Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884. They're not old. They're just really good at what they do. That'll do it for a clean sweep of Trojan basketball tonight against Minneapolis. The girls won 57-46 for Southeast of Saline. They were paced by a tie of a career-high score game tonight for Abba Pearson with 20. Southeast of Saline gets 24 on the boys' side out of Gannon Jacobson. They are now 7-7. We'll turn around. We'll do it again 24 hours from now or less than, as we will welcome in the Ellsworth Bearcats. First date with the Bearcats this season, and we will do it here tomorrow from Southeast of Saline. For Tyler Smith, that helped out early on, Brian Dennett providing that live stream video tonight. These games were brought to you by Kansas Wesleyan University. Also, Chris Cadle producing and engineering back at Studio Central. And Noah Helgett. My name is Devin Haney. I want to say thank you for joining us for Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball, where tonight it's all purple. We will talk to you again tomorrow night for a date with the Bearcats.